link.
Hey, Marco, you ready for the totally awesome, coolest show ever?
Hey, Pete, let me tell you something. If you represent a district and the name of the district is a color and the word lake, you should probably get it right. I'm just saying you should probably get it right, Pete. You should probably get it right. Yeah, I'm ready to go.
At least pick a color? Just the wrong color?
It ain't a hard color, bro.
Yeah, fair enough.
You're not going to say brown lake, poop lake. Like, I mean, we're not doing that. I mean.
Well, what if it is a brown lake?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's a phallus. I said I was ready to start, and then you kept asking questions. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Interesting show today. We have a guest. Don't know if you noticed. Brian LCS. He got a little something interesting in the mail today. We will talk about that right after Take It or Leave It. Number 2. Merch drop today. We've been promising you guys for a little bit over a month now. Shout out Obi the Gray. Obi the Gray's been working very hard. Our last merch drop, we did hard times. That shirt's still selling. So we got another couple for you. Just remember, all proceeds go to us because we make a whopping $1 off of any shirt we buy. We literally do the bare minimum to make no money off of that. So good luck with that. We appreciate you. Hey, we appreciate you still buying hard time shirts, man. Pete, I don't think either one of us thought 2.5 years later we would still be selling hard time shirt. Dub, anybody?
Nope. No, how is this?
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you. Amazing.
Appreciate you. And by the way, those shirts come up just in case you want to know. We have had people order XXL before in that shirt. They do order our shirts up to XXL. Please, if you order XXL shirts, let's not try to fat shame anybody here. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. All right, here we go.
I think they go to 4. 5.
Do they
go? They got shirts.
We got them for everybody. We got 5 XLs. Nice. All right, good. We got it. We also got smalls. So if you're tiny, we don't discriminate against you either. Smalls. Do we have extra smalls?
Yeah,
kid size. Yes. I've seen. Dude, we had a onesie. We had somebody one time buy a onesie. Why would you do that? Do not put your kids in our merch, please. Please don't. If it's for your dog,
all the kids in our merch. Put every kid in our merch.
Do not.
What are you talking about? You remember that one girl in Baltimore? She loved having our shirt. Remember when she?
Yes. I get it. But my point is, if it's animals, I just don't want to see kids walking. We're not a kid appropriate show, so please don't put your kids.
We're trying to be better.
Well, the good thing is the kid will grow out of it very quickly.
Yeah. That baby's definitely not wearing that onesie anymore. No way.
Both the shirt and our level of humor, they'll grow out of both very, very quickly.
Yeah. All right, let's say hi to people that are there. GTK Comics, thumbs up high. Thumbs up high to you too. Hi. Thumbs up. Hi. All right, Tommy, what do we got? Hey, listen. I hope you had a good St. Patrick's Day, Tommy Longbox. You see how I did that there? To the man, you got to beat the man. Yep. To be the man, you got to beat the man. Woo! A little spoiler maybe on some of our merch that we're dropping today. Maybe. Eric, what's going on? Eric, dude, call me tomorrow, man. I haven't talked to you in a long time. I was thinking about you the other day. So, all right. Speaking about people that helped us out with merch, we got Eric. Barlord, good evening, gentlemen. Barlord. Okay, what do we got, Ed? I went to a small con a couple weeks ago. Yep. I couldn't believe the price of the first couple rival books. Well, hey, here's an interesting thing. Thank you, Ed. You bring us back to a point. I'm promoting merch drops and forgetting what the people really came for. Today, we're going to be talking about, because of some of the rival stuff, we are going to be talking about video game books. And hey, listen, I know we've done this like a dozen times, like every other quarter, and you guys don't like the content. Well, too bad. We're going to keep doing it till you like it. So just like the content, and then we won't do it anymore. All right?
I like video games, so we're going to keep
doing it. Too bad. We're going to force feed you every chance we get. Like them. You'll stop seeing, spoiler alert, Minecraft's books in there. All right.
Well, there's a movie coming. There's a method to the madness.
Grumpy G. It's not just that. We actually went off the hook for UDR this week. So I think you guys will enjoy it. Grumpy G, happy halfway to the weekend day, also known as Hump Day. Thank you, Grumpy G. Thank you. Okay, Eric, cool. Yo, what's up, Cherokee Metal? All right, it is. Kingdom of Nerds got it. Hump Day. There we go. All right. Well, we started a new format last week here on TAC, just like we did on Dark Side Show. We've got the feedback. Pete, can you tell me what the feedback is?
Positive?
Yeah, positively good. They said less Marco, more New Way, and I said, hey, well, that's not going to happen. But let's get
less stories about shoes and soccer games, and
I just picked out. Speaking of shoes, I just broke into a new pair of Hokas, so we'll talk about that later.
Oh no, save that for the next time we do your HVAC, your HVAC talk, and we talk about your third floor.
Pete, you're supposed to just bring us right into the segment. You're not supposed to be doing what you're doing right now. Bring us into the segment. Bring us into the segment, Pete.
All right, I'm running the thing.
What to watch?
All right.
That was awesome.
So we're starting off with the streaming because, well, most of us have it these days, and it's easiest to access. So we will get to the latest episode of Daredevil that dropped just this Tuesday, episode 4.
Zag, we'll still tell you shoes. I'm still going to give stories. We're just not Zaggy's the only one that does not like the new format, by the way. He is absolutely absurd. And by the way, considering he's our youngest member, and we're supposed to be catering towards younger members, maybe we'll vote his count for twice that he doesn't like the new segments. Okay. All right.
That's fair enough. So what did you guys think of this episode of Daredevil? We got a little, I don't want to spoil it, but
I was surprised. It was really packed after last week's episode. I was surprised. I was kind of like, okay, are they just going to start another reset? Are these going to be like super mini arcs? And it seemed like that's what they were going to do. And then they said, hell no, we're just going to pull it up. And, like eating fast food, we're going to dump all this shit right on top of you. Like that's what they're going to do. They just pushed it all out there. There's a lot in this episode. I think it was actually really good. I'm actually happy with what they did. I was semi-disappointed with the end. I mean, I liked last episode, but semi-disappointed, worried it was going to go a certain way. But then, they cleaned everything out on this one. We got everything. I don't think we could want anything else at this point.
It's episode 4. We got to get rolling now.
Mm-hmm. I think you had. Anybody else? Okay, that's it.
They definitely packed a lot into it, for sure. I mean, right? We got a bunch of reveals, stuff we kind of knew was happening, but yeah.
I mean, a lot of the stuff that was in, I think what is going on, Pete?
I was changing screen so I can get to what I need in front of me. So
I think what they did here too is now it's 4, and you see a lot of times with episode 4, they're going through almost all the trailers now, right? So not to spoil it, but if there was things you were waiting for in the trailer, it came out here. And I will also note, I kind of actually like what they're doing with the end of Daredevil, where they're doing this thing where you kind of get like a surprise, cliffhanger at the last bit. And then 2 minutes later, you don't have to wait through the whole credits. 2 seconds later, they
get the mid-credits scene just right there at the end.
Yeah, just right there at the end without having to go to it. So, I mean, there you go. Love it. W didn't watch it?
I did watch it. So this was like you were saying, the first 3 episodes, it's like you're climbing up a ladder and you're almost to the top, and then all of a sudden you just get buried another 50 feet because it's just constantly more and more. The story is getting it's getting to a point, and it's really well done. I like it a lot. I'm happy with where they're going with it, and I wanted to watch another one right when it was over. So
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, that was
totally agree. I was worried with the fiddle faddle bit that we might be dragging here, but it did tie in and it did make sense, especially when dude got rolling. And I'm like, I didn't think of that. And it was.
Did you guys? It's funny at the end of the last episode. It just, I'm not saying I didn't want to see another episode, but I was kind of like, okay, that's fine. You know what I mean? But did you feel the end of last episode compared to the end of this episode, you were a lot more excited at the end of this episode?
100%. I was more excited, but I wasn't I didn't dislike last week's. I mean,
no, I agree.
Didn't what happened, but it was really. I was surprised that happened. So I did not expect that.
We've had 3 or 4 different things revealed in episode 4 that are going to pay off down the line. So
true. Yeah.
Definitely excited to see what's going to happen going forward now.
Yeah, exactly. They did set up a lot when you think about even just the little bits they showed us right there in the last few minutes. They set up a lot of things we'll have to get back to that we might have been wondering about for a while, and we still got to know how we got there related to all the characters, like all the main characters kind of following.
All right, nice. Well, there you go. I mean, I think this is the best episode. I really do. I mean, this is actually really good. The other ones were good, but this is really good. So
I'm not ranking them. I've been enjoying it so far.
I'm not either. I'm just letting you know facts. Facts, Pete. Facts.
Yeah.
You can only give it one thumbs up, Sticks. It's not the first week for this, buddy.
All right, now let's get on over to Netflix for
we know where this is going. We know where this is going.
That was added to streaming that we just could not wait for.
All right.
The finale of the Sonyverse. I guess it's the finale of those Sonyverse villain movies, but I actually grabbed a foreign poster for this one.
Nice. I
Kraven
like
the
it.
Hunter.
Nice.
I'm not sure it's spelled that way, but
I wanted to listen with him chilling.
I didn't see it in the theaters. You guys still kill me for my Morbius review, but I'm going to tell you again, what did you expect out of this character? I mean, what did you expect out of it? They told you they weren't going to give you Spider-Man. I didn't think it was a terrible take. I mean, yeah, Kraven, we're not going to get Last Hunt. When they tell you you're not going to get the Last Hunt, there's really not a lot of material you can use after that. Okay? It was on Netflix. I watched it on Netflix. I didn't have to spend, $100 at the movie theater taking 3 other people and them getting candy and stuff, and me have to smell feet popcorn or whatever the heck that popcorn smells like. That stuff's just so gross. All right? I didn't have to do it. So I was all right with it. I liked this. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good action flick. Was it a good Marvel movie? Hell no. But it was a good action flick. All right? And what did you want out of it? What? Please, somebody tell me.
Is that a full thumb up or a crooked?
Yeah, I'm not calling. Look at your poster.
It is what it is.
Hold on. Look at your poster. Nobody can read that anyways. If you just put out this poster right here, I think you'd be great. It doesn't have the Marvel logo anywhere. It's not.
It's tiny. It's in the corner. It's tiny, but it's there.
Shit. Well, erase that. Did they make any references to Spider-Man at all in this movie besides the spider just coming down as a tree thing? I don't think so. I'm okay with it. It definitely was no Madam Web. Thank God. JJ, I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want, man. What do you think this is going to be?
Yeah, it wasn't Madam Web. I mean, that's not a very high bar we're setting, but no, it wasn't Madam Web. Was it Morbius? Maybe. I don't know. But to your point, I do agree with you that it was not good by any stretch of the word good, but it was not a dumpster fire either. It was just a crappy 90s movie that you just kind of want to watch and turn your brain off and just enjoy. Yeah, it could have starred Jean-Claude Van Damme for all intents and purposes. It didn't matter. It is what it is. It wasn't the most thought through storyline. I was worried about the whole idea of Kraven not being a hunter, but they kind of explained it, kind of twisted it enough that I can be like, all right, he's not hunting animals, he's hunting men. All right, I can buy that.
Yeah, I'll give you some advice. If you're not excited about this movie, just watch the first 10 minutes that they released ahead of the movie and nothing more, and you'll be happy.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It was not. I've seen garbage. It wasn't hot garbage. Sticks is out of pocket for this bullshit right here. Excuse my French. Try not to swear. You are out of pocket for that. You watch Doctor Who. You want to talk about trash?
Doctor Who in.
No. You can't. Hey, so hold on. You can't sit here and tell me Doctor Who is the greatest thing since sliced bread and then call this trash. This movie was not bad. It aesthetically was pretty pleasing. They had action in it. I could play Civ 6 while I'm watching it. That's all I want in my life.
Was this movie better than Madam Web or worse than Madam Web?
Way better.
Was this movie better than Venom or worse than Venom?
Arguably better.
Was this movie better than Morbius or worse than Morbius?
Better than Morbius.
So this is your favorite Sonyverse movie ever, and the Spider-Man Sonyverse movies.
No, I like the Spider-Man movies.
Well,
better.
not the Spider-Man movies. I'm talking about these spin-offs.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, because I
Venom,
don't care.
Raven, Madam Web. So
Yes,
so you like
yes.
this better than all of those movies?
No, not Venom 1. I actually liked Venom 1.
So
no,
you
no,
okay?
no.
Mm.
I mean, Horse Venom was kind of stupid, bro.
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
Horse Venom, bro. Come on.
For what it is, that's where I'm ranking it.
Yeah.
It's not.
Sticks is old, Zach.
But don't be dragging down Doctor Who with this. That they're not the same.
I mean, I don't know what Barlord's saying here. He's like, if I want 90s, I watch Street Fighter and have some fun. Sure, it was awful, but it's so bad it's good. Oh, you're talking about you're talking about the Street Fighter movie? Yeah, that was. No, that was bad. That was real bad.
Raul Julia.
Raul Julia's last role, I believe, as M. Bison.
Yeah, I'll watch that before I watch this.
All right. Well, we're not going to linger any long here. Let's keep it going.
See, yeah, everybody gave it a thumbs up. Wait, Dub, what do you have on this? Because you hate everything.
I didn't see it.
Oh, all right, yeah. Yeah, no, it's by the way, it's like if Madam Web is if Madam Web is the bottom, this is way above the bottom. This is like flying in the air. I mean, there was actually a storyline you could follow. Mind you, it's just a dude killing people. But it's just a guy killing people.
There was a storyline.
Not much more than a John Wick storyline.
Yeah.
This is a C-rate.
Why not just watch John Wick?
Well, this is a C-rate John Wick movie.
Not what we're giving you as an option.
C-rate John Wick movie. That's all it is. C-rate John Wick.
Eat lobster every day. I get it. You might like it, but we can't have that every day.
Fair.
I mean, he stabbed a dude in the throat with a lion's tooth. Fair enough, dude.
Some days we're making the decision between do we want Spam or Hamburger Helper, and that's what we got to work with.
Dude, hey, JJ, I get it.
Yes,
newspapers are gone, so you can't write your critic review anymore of fucking the local paper. But like, come on, bud. This movie was what it was. All right, what's next?
Well, that's it. We have for the streaming side of things. So nice. I'll just run the thing for the comics. All right.
Whatever.
We reviewed issue 1 of One World Under Doom and didn't really enjoy it too much. Mostly, I think, was because we felt shortchanged by what they did to Zemo in that book and kind of knocked him off panel, like off camera or whatever we want to call it. Like that was kind of disappointing. So I said, you know what? Issue 2 is out. Let's give this one another shot. Let's see if this event can turn things around. So anybody get to this one yet this week?
I did. Anybody else? Okay, what do you, Brian? We're gonna let you go.
Well, it was more of a big chunk of the story was Fantastic Four, right? Main kind of focus of the story. And yeah, I thought it was okay. The connection with the Doom and the Fantastic Four, and a little twist at the end with the Thing. And I think it just shows there's still everybody's a step behind Doom, basically. Yeah. 2 issues in, right? He's 3 steps ahead of everybody.
Yeah, they're still trying to wonder what's he doing. They're still trying to figure things out.
Thumb up or thumb down, Brian, or crooked thumb up or crooked thumb down. Would you tell people to buy this?
For this one, I'd go thumbs up.
Okay. Pete, would you like to go? Because you know where this is going.
I'll go because I agree. I actually, as opposed to the first issue, like I said, where I was kind of disappointed in what they decided to focus on. Like I enjoyed what they decided to focus on here in the second issue a lot more. I liked, again, with a lot of FF in this. I liked the bits with Doom and Valeria. I'm not trying to spoil anything, but yeah, the bits that they had together was a good, some good writing, good scene, their conversation, their back and forth. I liked it. And it was interesting to see the rest of the heroes kind of scrambling to figure out what to do to kind of stop him when they don't even know if or what he's doing. They don't know if he's even doing anything wrong. they're just, well, he's Doom. He's got to be doing something wrong. We just don't understand it yet. So we got to stop him, but we don't know how or why yet. And it's interesting to me. This one I enjoyed a lot more than that intro issue, I guess I would say. But yeah, so I'm on board. I'm on board for issue 3. Not all the tie-ins, but I'm on board for core issue 3.
By the way, Craven wasn't worse than CW. I tried to watch that Batgirl CW show, the one from the 90s. It's terrible. Number 2, this book is probably just as bad. Or Birds of Prey. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, that thing is horrible.
Well, because there was a Batgirl show too.
No, yeah, sorry, Birds of Prey.
Or Batwoman.
This is the problem I have with it. The thing you're talking about with the thing at the end, how many times have we seen that happen? Probably a dozen. Big surprise. Number 2, the best part about this was the Valerie stuff, and they shortchanged it. Number 3, in the middle of the book, for some reason, Dr. Doom started just talking like a robot when it was the actual Dr. Doom, which made absolutely no sense either. There was some dialogue there where I was like, this is just egregious to anything. Like, yeah, where he goes, Dr. Doom won't be offended because Dr. Doom knows that you didn't mean to offend when you called me a cat or a dog or whatever.
A little third person.
Yeah, that was really, but not like that. It was very choppy. It was very choppy and poorly written. I said I'd give it a chance. I gave it a chance. The gimmick with the thing gimmick, I'm not trying to spoil it, but we've all seen it before. It's nothing new and it's not shocking. So I'm giving it a crooked thumbs down. Also, this book had too many words for no reason.
Too many.
You didn't need that many words. You could have done some art on this book. More art, less words. There you go.
There's plenty of art. What about you, Dub? Did you get to this one?
I like the fact that Doom is in this book. I did like the Valeria parts, but I have to agree with Marco. Like,
coming to the dark side.
I had to. It's crooked thumbs down. Like I would not tell somebody to buy this.
It's $5 for this free.
Based on my recommend, I would not recommend someone to buy this.
Well, most Marvel books are $5 these days.
I know, but
I really got 6.
Dude, my bill was almost $100 today. Now I did get a 1 in 25 for that Peter Pan book for $25. But
did you?
That still being said, yeah, and I bought the EC 1 in 10 because I really thought the cover was dope. But so that's $35 out of that. But the rest of it, like, is just reading, and there's no way reading should cost me.
Guess what? You guys have crooked downs. We've got full thumbs up. So Brian and I take this one.
Oh, boo!
Recommend picking up One World.
do not pick it up.
Too when you average out the scores here.
No, Barlord, that does not make me feel any better. When she was like $100, I was like, please no. I was like, what are you talking about? And then this was one of the books I bought. Oh my god, what a mistake!
Yeah, I paid more than I wanted to for that Hughes Last Boy, just because I'm a Hughes fan. So it's just.
What'd you pay for it?
I'm not recommending anybody invest.
What'd you pay for it?
I'm gonna tell you.
Was it more than cover?
What do you mean more than cover?
More than ratio?
Yeah.
Oh, you should have told me. I would have just given you mine.
Nah. That's fine. I
know one of you pervs is going to need that book. For the people that don't know, I guess I'll share the book for you.
Yeah, it wasn't the price. It was just kind of the pain, in having to get one. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it.
I walked right in the store and it wasn't the pain. It was right there. So,
but I would not recommend anybody else do that.
Is that what you're talking about, Pete?
Yep.
Yeah, I knew you pervs weren't going to be able to get it, so I got it. I'm going to jack the price up and charge you pervs a perv fee. I can't even believe I bought the regular cover to read the book. It's about Peter Pan. What the hell was I thinking?
It's written by Dan Panosian, though.
I don't give a shit who it's written by.
I'm a big fan.
Look at you got me swearing. Okay, next.
Did you read Slots? Slots was good.
Yeah, I like Slots.
Yeah, it's the same writer, so we'll see if the
I know, but I like Slots. I mean, I did. Nobody liked Slots after the second book, but I did. I liked it. It was good.
All right. Anyway, not to get lost in history. We'll go to another Marvel book. I kind of just reached at straws to figure, it's like, what can we read that we haven't really kind of touched upon? So I said, let's dip into Eddie Brock Carnage.
I didn't see this on the list. I did not.
I didn't either.
To see this. I think maybe I didn't put it in there. Maybe I meant
did not put this on the list.
Well, I read it.
Okay. Well,
all right.
Okay.
It wasn't. Was it terrible?
Pete,
in a Craven the Hunter kind of way.
I'm giving a thumbs down because Pete, this shouldn't even be on the list. Who's buying this book?
Well, again, I was trying to find a moral. I didn't want to force Dub to read X-Men again, and there was no real like, hey, it's a #1 we should go check out. So it's like, I don't know if we did.
It was a DC week, dude. It was a DC week.
I know.
It was DC heavy this week.
I went to this. It's
thank you, Barlord.
It's a strange take that they went with this, with Eddie and Carnage in his head talking, but I don't know. And now they're trying to, I don't know. I don't know where they're really trying to steer this one. Like making it seem like, well, Eddie needed the Carnage to survive because he was hurt, and Carnage was dying as well, so he needed a host, and they kind of got stuck together. But meanwhile, Carnage is looking for someone else to jump to, so he has Brock hunting serial killers like Dexter. I don't know. It's a book. A book that I'm probably not getting anymore.
They got to start doing something over at DC because they're really starting to get to the point where it's weekly getting harder and harder.
I don't know. I can't recommend getting this. It didn't have enough. It wasn't terrible, so maybe I'll go crooked. It wasn't awful. It just wasn't enough to hook me to want to read anymore, though.
Yeah. Well, maybe they should go try to see if Donnie K can start writing symbiote books again, because I don't know.
Yeah. Well, see, I tried to avoid some books because I didn't get a hold of them today, like this one that you were intent on reviewing, because we were reviewed issue 1, which I did really like, and I'm looking forward to this, but I didn't get to read this yet. So,
all right. If you recall, so I'm going to start out. I was actually I was almost a crooked thumbs down on this. I was teeter-tottering on turning this into a thumbs down. I am giving this, after this one, I wanted to give it a crooked thumbs up, but I really started enjoying the last part of this book. Like, I really started.
You said that last time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's more like halfway now. It's.
I'm just saying, that's what you said last time. You're most of the way through the book. You were, and then you liked.
No. Sorry. This one I was crooked thumbs up through most of the book. So I was like, I remember last one not having a great feeling. Started reading this, I was like, okay, I can live with this. And then it got to like, I don't actually understand what happened on the 4th page, but after the 4th page, I was like, okay, I see what you're doing here. There's still some mystery that I want to work out of it. What's up, Myri? Shoot, but like, I like it. Thumbs up. I'm in for number 3. We will be reviewing 3. So
yeah, I'd go thumbs up too. I read it. Definitely, they threw something at the end there. Hinting at maybe some connection with the dad, and so yeah, I think there's enough there to continue with it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I just unfortunately didn't get it yet.
Half-naked spider lady going on there, and
oh, that's true. Yeah, I didn't think about that, but yeah. Dub, did you get to it?
I did not get this book yet.
Fair enough. Well, I'll take it, man. Next month. I mean, we're going to be reading it again.
I'm still going to read it when mine comes in.
3's on the list.
All right. Now, moving on over to DC, since you said it was a DC heavy week, I thought it's a new number 1 for Absolute. We got to take a look.
Spider boobs.
Absolute Flash came out this week.
Who wants to go first? Good. I will. I hate all the Absolute books. I think they're all trash. Except for this book. Except for this book.
I was going to say.
I really like this book. I do. I mean, look, hey, I've been really critical of what they've done in the Flash mainline because it used to be a regular weekly read, and it has been months since it's been a regular weekly read.
Oh, Spurrier lost me when I tried dipping back in on the regular Flash book.
It just is turned into
Warlord's here. What's going on? We got Warlord. We're time traveling. I don't know what the hell's going on the regular.
It has just turned into a lord heap of trash. However, this was really good, and like I saw the ending, and I was like, "Holy crap! All right, cool. Let's do this. Let's do this." I mean, really good. I was on the phone with Bruce as I walked in the thing, and the lady, it's the daughter of the guy who started the comic book store, my local LCS that I've been going to since I was a kid. And she's like, I was like, oh, maybe Absolute Flash. And she goes, you better read Absolute Flash. You're reading Absolute Flash. I mean, Bruce was like, is she yelling at you to read Absolute Flash? I said, yes, she is. So I'm picking up Absolute Flash. And I'm glad I did because it's good. It restored my faith in the Flash line. Too bad the regular Flash line sucks, but there you go. Brian, did you get to it?
I did. I liked it. I haven't really read a lot of Flash previously. So, but I, obviously know the character, know the story, so yeah, I thought it was definitely a good setup. I was definitely intrigued, wanting to, figure out where the story's going. They introduced, a bunch of different characters that I was unfamiliar with. And so, yeah, no, I like the way it ended, and definitely, maybe want to pick up issue 2.
Nice. Guys, he was a guest by Bargain Comics. Listen, Horde, he was a guest, just like Brian's guest now. We have guests, dude.
Cliff has a whole channel of his
Just
own. You guys got to sub.
yeah,
and
just
go
because
check
everybody
out
likes
Cliff.
to hang out here after they're on one time doesn't mean they live here. Okay, you know what I mean? You got to give them a little bit of a breather.
I mean, I think Cliff spent so much energy on last week's episode that he's now sick, and so
that's what I heard. I heard he got sick. I heard he had so much fun. It was.
Well, he better not be too sick because he promised to pick me up and give me a twirl when I see him at King Kong on Saturday.
I miss Cliff. All right, I do too. Shout out Cliff, dude. And hey, by the way, if you guys didn't watch, go over to Cliff's show, Cliff and Comics. I did a more serious, I guess. I did a more serious show over there. And for those people that always criticize me showing off stuff and asking me for show off books, I think I showed off a bunch of books, Pete. I don't know if I did or not. I don't know if you guys watched that, but I think people were pretty happy with what I did over there. So go over there, support our friend Cliff. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you check out that little episode. By the way, Brian, I'll tell you this, and you can plug your channel and all, but I would suggest you don't invite me over because Cliff said it was going to be an hour-long show, and we went 3 hours over there. It is a 3-hour minimum.
I saw. Yes.
We go, man. That's how it does. So,
yeah, I did Cliff's show, but I had a hard out. I had a SpongeBob play to go to. So we're enjoying coffee, but I had to go at some point. But no, Cliff's good. Go check out Cliff's channel.
Wait, you were on Cliff's show?
Brian's gonna be gone next. Oh, dude, I was. It was amazing. It was a fun time.
When were you on Cliff's show?
I was on Cliff's show
Friday. Last Friday.
Was it Friday? I know because he usually does like a Saturday morning thing. He's been trying to get me on there for months.
Right, yeah, it was like Friday at 8, right? You guys
I just can't do that time.
Yeah, it was, who does a show at 8 o'clock on Friday?
Yeah, then it was 8 o'clock on a Friday. I'm like, who does this? And he's like, what? I was like, I don't know. Every show
drops at 9 every Friday. So
hey, Dark Side's like 2 hours and 15 minutes now. So everybody relax. All right, Dub, did you read this?
I did read this book. I got about halfway through this book. And then I stopped. And then I went back to the front to the first couple pages to see who wrote this book because I wasn't familiar with who wrote this book. And then I saw who wrote this book, and then I was like, oh, Jeff Lemire.
Oh, shoot, Jeff Lemire.
Jeff Lemire wrote this book. And I was like, okay, that's why this is kind of interesting. And then I kept reading the book.
This is interesting.
Right. So, okay, that makes sense. Like, Jeff Lemire wrote this book. And then I went and I finished reading the book. And then I was going to stop when I got to the second little preview story. But I kept reading that, and I wish I didn't. I wish I would have stopped when the Flash story was over.
Oh yeah. The back of all the DC books is Martian Manhunter. Spoiler alert this week. It's terrible. It is terrible.
Martian Manhunter on
terrible. We'll be reviewing it, by the way.
Yeah. But this book was really good, and I'm actually going to put it on my list. I want to read this book. I'm going to keep reading it every week. Or every month, sorry.
Yeah, just to echo what everybody else has already said, I'm also on board for this. I did not want this. I did not ask for this.
No.
I would thought it was come on, we don't need an absolute everybody book like Martian Manhunter, and we got Green Lantern still coming, but I did really like Flash. And despite what Marco said about the rest of the absolute line, I still think Superman and Batman are okay.
No.
I don't love them. I don't love them. It's just a personal thing. They're okay. I do like Wonder Woman though. I
don't
do like
lie. Stop lying.
I do. I like Absolute Wonder. I like the fact that she's mentored by Circe and she's doing magic along with what she's doing.
I will say there's one problem with this
on Wonder Woman.
I'll say there's one problem with this book. Why do they have so many covers for this book? And it's almost exactly the same. It's just stupid. Because then you got me all confused, and then one's like a little bit more because it's like a harder stock or something, and maybe one's I felt like an old man in the underwear section. I couldn't figure out which way you happy it wasn't
produced by Dynamite. That's all.
Oh yeah, no doubt. All right,
Easy
next one
take it, though, for this week. Easy take it book for this week.
Sure.
All right, we have one more new release, and then we're done with the new releases for the week. And again, this is another book I didn't get to yet because I didn't get it from the source that I'm getting this book from. So, Sonic the Hedgehog crossing over with DC, which kind of leads us into partly why we're covering video game books today. What did you think, Marco? Because I know you got this book because you wanted to throw this one on here.
I expected it to be a lot worse than it was. Like, it was actually surprisingly, like, of course you know what they're going to do, right? They got a guy that's Flash. They got Flash, and they got a guy that's Speedy, and we've seen it happen before. But they didn't go completely that route. And they got Shadow, and they got a hero that's in the shadows. And they got it was kind of interesting how they teamed Knuckles up with Wonder Woman, but whatever.
Oh, Knuckles went with Wonder Woman?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I was gonna hopefully have my kids read this book before they went to bed, but I wasn't allowed to do that. They're huge Sonic fans, and they kind of do like DC. But I think and I'll let you know next week, I think it's going to be a home run with them because the coloring, there was just enough pictures. The coloring was great. The story flowed well enough.
Not too many words.
Dude, hey, it's DC. You never know. They might put a paragraph and cover up all the art. I mean, they might put 2 word bubbles that got 30 words in it. That's a whole quarter panel, dude. You can't do that. Kids don't want to see that. They want to see the pictures. And they definitely want to see it. And they also even did all like the gaming poses. I didn't realize what it was till I saw it in a panel. Like, it's the gaming poses that they do when they win or they finish a level and everything. And I'm always wondering why Shadow's back always turned and doing this. It's because, when you play the video games, because I play the racing game or whatever with my son, like, holy hell, that's the guy's pose all the time. So, it was good. I thought it was pretty well done. You know what I mean? I don't know how much we need of this, but this was a good episode. Thumbs up.
Looks like you're getting 5.
5 what?
5 might be a stretch.
Oh yeah, that might be a stretch. Does anybody else read this?
I did not get that.
Don't worry about it. You don't have to. I mean, it's worth picking up, but it ain't. I mean, it's not for everybody.
I'll get it. Like I said, I ordered it. It's just I'm waiting in the mail for this.
By the way, Zatanna 2 came out this week. DC had a week. You got to tip your hat when they have one. They have one. This was a good book.
Absolute Batman 6 also came out.
Absolute Batman
I know you
sucks,
don't care about that,
but they had Absolute Flash, this, and Zatanna. I mean, and then you had Green Lantern Corp last week. I mean, what are we doing here, Marvel? Marvel's got to start doing something, dude, because it's not even a fair fight anymore. It's the first time. By the way, if you thought the DC fans were arrogant and blabbermouths when their product was crap, just wait, because they have actually started to have some good stuff here, and Marvel looks like a dumpster fire in Indiana at this point. Like, it ain't good, dude.
I feel like I need to do a 3, 2, 1 countdown, and then Corbin's going to pop up because you started talking.
I know, because I just yeah. Exactly. Corbin's just going to pop up and start to go like DC's the best. I mean, you just have to you have to say they're doing okay, man. They're figuring it out. So
they are.
I don't know if I would have liked Teen Titans on this as much. I actually really like the play out of how they did it with some of the people. Anyways.
Wow. So DC had good books, and Marvel gave you a whole bunch of X books this week. No wonder it was crap all week.
Yeah, X-Man Hunt is just
X-Man Hunt is.
Well, they had Ultimate X-Men, Ultimate Black Panther 2 this week, right? Marvel.
I will tell you that the
Exceptional X-Men,
the Ultimate X-Men book, the variant is, it's awesome. It is a sweet.
I threw in the towel on both this week. I've been on the fence about Ultimate Black Panther and Ultimate X-Men for a while. Like, do I want to keep reading them? And after a dozen issues, like, you know what?
Okay.
I start looking at these as more of a chore than I'm excited. So I
Zag, you're right. Indie wise, I got more indie books than DC this week. I mean, but it was close. Like, the indies that hit, I don't know. I just can't. You got 3 decent books out of DC, which that itself is an Easter miracle, because usually you got a half a good book out of DC.
Well, it's not fair. I mean,
what
Saga,
Marvel?
We had an issue with Saga this week, so
yeah, we had Saga. Well, one of the last issues of Saga. But what I'm going to ask you, Zaggy, is which book are you reading over Marvel where you're going this week? Where you're going, damn bars, bro? Because it definitely wasn't Absolute Carnage.
On that note, we do have one retro book before we get to our next little segment with Brian.
that would have been fun. That would have been funny. All right, what else?
Let me run the things so we can do our retro book for this week.
Okay. Cosmic One's got it. That is the Marvel book of the week. Okay.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. He's right. He's right.
That's another one. I went like a handful of issues, and I'm like, I don't know if I can keep buying this Werewolf by Night book. So I kind of
got the retro review. We were supposed to have 2, but we reduced it to 1, and I don't even think I sent Brian the one we're doing. So,
well, it was because we were going to do all the we've been doing the facsimiles when we're doing the retros because we had so many facsimile reprints the last few weeks, but this week was like Absolute Crisis 12 and then a random issue of Hush. Like we didn't need to do those. And Fantastic Four 3. Yes. First Fantastic Car. The best thing in that Fantastic Four issue 3 I'll mention is the Wes Anderson, like, hey, this is what the Baxter building looks like. Just for future reference, this is the the conference room, and this is where we keep the Fantastic Car. Like there's like one panel that kind of lays out the Baxter building that I think was the best bit.
I'm going to send you a bill because I bought that facsimile and I didn't need to. So I'm going to send you the bill for that because I think it was like $6. And I refuse to pay $6. However, if you want to help us out, we're going to drop another round of merch in probably 45 minutes. Telling you guys are going to love it as much as you guys love the Hard Times t-shirt. It's just as good. Shout out.
Look, I decided for us to kind of check out, which, I mean, a lot of people might have read this already. Just tying it with the video game angle, I said, hey, let's look at one of the most popular video game comic runs. Yeah. And I got to say that this Injustice line, I mean, they had how many miniseries? How long did this run for? Yeah, but did anybody read them? I think they did. Dude, this is under the table 50-cent dollar fodder at every time. This is worth money. Dub. The Injustice lines, all the Injustice lines. No, not all the Injustice. I'm saying you're like, they had so many lines. Dude, there is so much of this fodder just laying in heaps on the ground. Because people were buying it. They wouldn't print it if people weren't buying it. I don't know. Yeah. No. Zaggy just says no. He doesn't even say leave it, but Cosmic says take it.
Yeah, I had never read this before, but I did read it for so we could talk about it. And I wish I would have done something else. I wish I would have skipped this one. Oh, duh. Yeah, this wasn't. I'm sorry, it wasn't. I never really got into these games either. But I mean, I read the book, and this was like a book written for people who play the games and don't read, don't know anything about comics. Look at Horn, modern classic.
He's full of shit. Exactly. Yeah, he's the guy that was pushing Tulsa.
On brand.
That is on brand for Horde. Yes, it is.
So that tells you everything.
That means it's a leave it. Go ahead, Brian. Have you ever read this before?
No. I'm trying to remember the game too. I'm not sure if I remember the game.
This was just kind of like the Mortal Kombat. It's just a fighting game.
Okay, right. With the DC characters. Gotcha.
They kind of took it and made it. The coolest thing about this is they kind of made it into an arcade game that gives you cards and then you can fight the guys against each other.
Well, they had that bit too.
This book, on the other hand, reminds me of all the reasons why I love to just make fun of DC fans, because this is pure trash. It doesn't tell an original story. It half-ass summarizes a story we already pretty much know already. The art's okay, and the words are words, but you could put any words there, and it wouldn't make a difference. You got to be joking me, Horn. We're going to have to talk about that. So I'm leaving it 100%.
I'm still crooked up. It was, it didn't. It wasn't the greatest read in the world, but I kind of liked it.
Hey, it was short. I'll give it that.
I know this is like 20 years old at this point. I don't want to spoil it for people, but just the angle of why like these characters are fighting with, it was kind of interesting.
Because they don't like each other because some of them are good and some of them are bad. Spoiler alert.
No.
I just looked it up too. It's like a $20 book, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes, the first one.
Depending on what condition.
But apparently I'm outvoted here, so these guys say don't take it. But I don't know.
What book was it this week that had the ripoff of Dark Avengers? Was that the Dr. Doom book where they did the same thing Dark Avengers did, but they did? Yes, it was, wasn't it? I forgot about that. I'm giving that world. Let me check that Doom book. I might give that a triple thumbs down.
You can't. You get one thumb. We already made a point of that.
No. I can give it a triple thumbs down.
You can say that you want to do that, but you're still getting one.
Cosmic, is Werewolf by Night really good?
No, it's okay. It's mid.
Yeah.
Nope, it was. This book's trash. They did that thing already too. They've done everything like that before. They've done the thing before. And in the last page, Brian, how do you let me go out on a limb like that? Look like an idiot. You know they've done that last page. Didn't they do that in Dark
You don't need
Avengers?
Brian's help for that.
100%. Beast did that in Dark Avengers before. The exact same thing. That book. Would you guys rate that book? Nobody better have gotten that anything but thumbs down. Don't waste your money on that, please.
We're not going back. We've
It's
passed
bad.
that.
I don't care.
You
I
hurt
do not
your test in, sir. You
I
can't
tried
have
to
your
take
test
that
back.
and rip it out of my mind. It was so bad. What's up, Black Spiders?
No, you've already put your vote in. Your
I
thumbs
put it
marked
again.
down. Nope. We're done.
Oh, I launched that piece of shit. All right. Excuse my French. All right. Hey, cool. One of the reasons why we have Brian here. Brian, if you'd like to tell us, what did you get in the mail today?
I got a proof copy of my very own comic book. This is issue 2 of The Doctor.
That is super cool.
Wait a minute. You have a comic book?
Yeah.
I do.
That's
I'm so
amazing.
Do we have a link?
Holy crap.
We will have a
I know the
link.
Kickstarter is fully funded. So it's colored
Yeah,
on the
so the
inside.
Kickstarter,
You explain what a
just
proof
finished
book
up.
is.
It finished
Please
up
explain
on the 10th of this month, but
Okay.
one of the things, so this is my second issue. What I had the work already done. So basically, once the Kickstarter was successful, I sent it off to the printer and already have a proof. And, I got to just confirm that everything is good. And then we'll actually get the prints and then be able to get them sent out to the backers, relatively quickly.
I mean, the proof is what it is. It's a proof. So you proofread through it,
Right.
make sure the words are correct.
It's basically, just to make sure.
Make sure it doesn't read like a DC book.
What are you talking about?
Right. That it printed
just
well,
praised
that
DC.
everything looks good. So, but yeah,
And they did a full color on it. That's pretty cool, man.
yeah.
Congratulations. Nice.
Yeah.
Is people still buy into that Kickstarter?
So the Kickstarter's done. I had late pledges for like an additional week, but that's closed.
Okay.
But you can reach out to me on Instagram or through YouTube, and I'm ordering a bunch of extra copies.
Nice.
I have digital copy of issue 1 and 2, PDF I can send you. So yeah, it's still available.
Sweet, dude. How long did it take you to get the Kickstarter done?
So really, the long part of it is really just the artwork. So I wrote the script. I'm the writer of the book. And then really it's just working with the artist and how quickly the artist can turn pages around. Like I said, I gotten some advice for some other independent creators and who did books on Kickstarter. And one of their recommendations is to, if you can self-fund the art up front, that way you have the complete project done.
Nice.
When you go to Kickstarter. A lot of times people will go to Kickstarter needing the money to complete the book, and then there's a long delay in being able to deliver the book. That's not the case here, obviously, because I'm a week and a half from the end of the Kickstarter, and I have a copy already. So
nice.
Luckily my artist, I was able to keep the cost relatively low. But I built that into the Kickstarter, and so I'm basically paid it up front and got some of the money back with the Kickstarter. Yeah. So
nice.
But I just, like I said, I like the idea of being able to turn that book around, because I know I've heard stories where people are waiting 6 months after the Kickstarter to get their books, or I wanted to kind of condense that.
That's
time.
sweet, dude.
Yeah, it's like a pleasant surprise for some of us. 6 months later or 9 months later, we're like, what is this? Oh, yeah.
I don't remember. Yeah, right. Exactly.
I did back this book.
Brian, what's the LCS? Does the LCS stand for local comic shop? Did you own a stuff?
So, no. Yeah. So when I started my YouTube, I had collected in the 80s and then got out, college and
wife,
I
hear you.
and that kind of stuff, and got out of collecting. Right. And so
I took the time
I got back in and started a YouTube channel. I'm like, well, I need something that people are going to think of. I was like, everybody's always talking about their LCS. I'll make my channel Brian LCS. And everybody thinks I owned a shop.
Nice.
You
own a comic now too. That's why I was saying it.
Well, yeah. So,
all right. Well, reach out to Brian for that stuff.
I'm a big Spider-Man fan. So somebody said, well, maybe it's you love collecting Spidey. I'm like, yeah, that's exactly
also,
what
too.
it means.
Merch opportunities, by the way.
I'm a Spidey guy too. I love collecting Spidey.
Yeah, you couldn't tell he was. He's got all Spidey behind her. So that's good. Part of the reason too is because I was on Bruce's show and me and Cliff were going at it so just going at it to the fact that Brian, pause. We were arguing back and forth. Brian was on there supposed to be promoting this Kickstarter ending in a week. And you know how it goes.
Yeah, I got like 3 words in.
Yeah,
these guys are dominating.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So now we're having you on the show after your Kickstarter ended. But please reach out to him if you're interested. Hook him up. I bet you'll have more stuff.
Yeah, like even just following on Kickstarter. So this is issue 2. We're going to finish up issue 3, which are kind of is the first story arc, and then I have some other stories, some other story ideas. Kind of, this was the first time I've ever done anything like this, so I'm thinking about maybe some future stuff will maybe just be one shots, so that people don't have to, invest in an ongoing. So
can they still go get one? Can they get one still? Is one available?
Yeah. I still have, like I said, I have it digitally, and I still have a few copies from the first print run.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, listen, that's really cool. We appreciate you coming on. We're going to get into Under the Radar. Now, guys, listen, I know most times Under the Radar is about books that are, let's say, more affordable. That may not be the case with some of the books this time. We are force feeding you video game covers and video game first appearances. We do not care what you want. We've changed this show around for you guys. I've had enough. This is what we're going to do. Pete, could you please run UDR? Hey, Brian, did you want to say anything else before I start UDR?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. I didn't load it in.
No, but we are to go back to Brian's Kickstarter. We are getting an issue 3 though, right? You said you got a story arc. So
so I'm going to use. I used. I had a different artist on issue 1, a new artist on issue 2, and the artist that did issue 2 is going to be back for issue 3. So,
Zaggy, nobody wants your comments in the chat, Zaggy. No, we have to see it. Still loading in. Thank you, StreamYard. Appreciate you. Glad we spend money on you. Maybe one day you won't be a waste of money. Okay, cool. Yeah, The Doctor's the name of the book. Oh, there it is. All right, here we go. Going into UDR. Look, change the logo. Guess why? Video games.
Look
at this.
You started somewhat fancy when you look at the top half, and then you have the square block white around your text on the bottom. Makes it look like you cut and paste and put this together with macrame. You're not getting a thumbs up out of this guy.
Duh. Please inform Pete that it is currently Lent, and I am trying to be my best right now. But there is going to be a profane laced thing coming out if he continues to criticize my hard work.
Wait till after hours. We're trying to be kids friendly as long as possible.
Anyways, Under the Radar, first appearance is a comic book. This really kind of got going because of 2 parts. As you know, these rival game things have been going pretty good. And honestly, there's a lot of comic stuff going on. Crossovers such as the Sonic thing and everything else, as we mentioned earlier. So I decided to go after one of my favorite characters.
Don't forget the movies and TV. Don't forget movies and TV.
Well, also, too, I promised everybody this. I've heard your stuff. Nobody ever wants to see Uncharted #1 again.
I'm not talking about Uncharted #1.
I banned it. No more Uncharted. We're never looking at Uncharted again.
We just had a Sonic movie. We're going to have a Minecraft.
Never again Uncharted. Pete, I've already gone by. I'm talking about my girl Magique here. Okay, listen, the Rival's very Magique. We actually have some graded copies already selling. High's probably around like the 123 point, low selling about the 106. Raw is averaging $50. Now, there was a really low of 25 there, but a lot of them are probably in that $40 to $55 range. So there you go with that. You guys should know this. This is a common one. Did this show up on the top 10, Pete?
Yes, this one did make it. I mean, most of them made it when they came out because this initial run, they were not ordered enough.
People love Magique and people love Rivals. I don't know why, Zaggy, but it's still selling this month. This week, it's been pretty decent. Still up there in the price for the Raws.
The current ones I think are ordered heavily enough that they are not selling for a premium. That's all I'll say. They're selling out at shops, but not for a premium.
Yeah, fair enough. I didn't want to do, and I also don't want to do Baby Shark. I know people like the Baby Shark guy, but I never like
Jeff the Land Shark.
Yeah, whatever. It's Baby Shark. Okay, next up, one of the things that started a lot of this crave was back in the day, 2021, the Batman Fortnite. This was a sealed thing. Kids were sending their moms in to Karen out at LCS's. It was a joy to have a bunch of moms stumble their way in, drunk off wine and going Fortnite comics. Like, dude, just a pure joy. These were bagged and boarded. They had codes in the back that all the little babies wanted to have so they could download new characters.
You weren't
babies. What? Well, and Sticks. I mean, Sticks too. But like, I don't know why Sticks sent his mom to get it. Just because every like 6-year-old sent their mom to get it. Sticks didn't need to send his mom in there to get this book from. He's 90 years old, for crying out loud. Anyways, where did this book go? Because at one point it was going for like $20, $25 a piece. Believe it or not, it's still going in polybag with the code in it for $6 on average. Now, if they open it, it's like $4 or $3. But like, who's still buying this book for? It was multiple books.
Does the code still work?
I don't know. Like it expires after a certain period of time. I
would think it expires.
Hey, eBay listings are awesome, bro. Okay, it says it's listed for that. It said it's a code for that. That's what you get. All right, there you go. I don't care if it expired or not. I'm not doing anything. Dude, were you not in LCSs when this thing dropped? Dude, all the soccer mom wine drinkers.
Oh, yeah.
It was before Stanley Cups they had it.
Yeah, no.
Dub, we got one for you. This is Dub's favorite book right here. We're looking at Sonic the Hedgehog number 13. Why is this your favorite comic book?
Oh, because this is the first appearance.
Of?
It's the first appearance of Knuckles. Because you know
how do
why?
We know it's the first?
It says it right on the book.
Absolutely. There we go. First appearance of Knuckles from number 3.
Where is Knuckles?
He's not on the book, but his name's
not
on the bottom. I know. Hey, Archies do stuff differently, bro. They just build different. All right, here we go. 9/8 going for $400. Wow. 9/6s, surprising 9/6 book. This is a book you can take a gamble at because it's still $200 for a 9/6. Where you're looking at raw averages going between $35 and $50. Now I'll tell you this: those $50 average ones, they're not 9/8s, bro. Dub, do you have a 9/8 in this book?
I do not have a 9/8 of this book.
What's your grade?
It's a raw, probably mid grade.
Yeah, so probably
still.
Probably.
I remember before the first movie came out, like way before the first movie was even really announced. One of the LCSs that unfortunately they're no longer around. Oh. They had a whole run of the Archie Sonic books, and they put them out. They're all $2 a piece. The whole run was there, but at the time, I did not know what to look for. So by the time I went home and did some research, like what should I go and look for and dig for? Somebody came in and picked it clean. I missed my opportunity to get this book for $2.
Ooh, cheap.
Granted, this was years ago. This was years before it would have hit this, but I didn't know.
They've had some highs, they've had some lows. Still a solid book. If you see it, you can find it out there in a while. So
it's still findable. Really quick, I want to just go back on the Fortnite book.
Yes.
Those codes are actually still good until May 1st of 2025. So
really?
You have a month and a half. So any of the DC Batman Fortnite books. So you have about a little over a month to use those.
Oh, maybe that's why they were selling recently.
That's why they're selling.
And meat. It's good for years, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Dub, for filling us in on that. All right. Next up, here's another one of the poses from him. He's always posing his backside. I don't get it. Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic the Hedgehog number 98. Real slick cover. We know this because Shadow showed up in the movies, obviously. By the way, we might spoil some stuff if you didn't see the last Sonic 3, but that's already out on. Hasn't it been out on streaming for like a month at this point?
Yeah, it's streaming.
All right. So it's been a while since this book's out. I think it's been a couple months. By the way, shout out Sega Dreamcast. If you had this, you were a spoiled brat because you had big money.
What, Dreamcast?
Yeah.
I remember borrowing it from the Blockbuster when you could borrow systems.
How much would it cost to rent a Dreamcast?
Well, I worked there. So if nobody was renting, we could.
Okay, Pete, that's not called renting. That's called stealing. Okay, buddy?
No, I brought it back.
But you don't pay for anything, and you just take it. It doesn't matter.
No.
You take something that's not yours.
There was a weird clause where, as an employee, you got 5 free rentals every week, and they counted a video game system as one rental. So you could rent an entire system for 5 days as one of your weekly rentals. So
yeah, but then what would you rent? How would you rent the games?
You got 5 a week. You can rent 4 games with it.
Oh, okay.
Like, we just pull them off the shelf. What? The customer's like, where's this game? Well, I grabbed it first. So I worked there.
Dude, I had a job when it came out, but I'm not trying to buy it. Like, it's tough, man.
It was my college job.
Dreamcast was awesome. I knew
somebody who had one. They only had 2 games. They had that Echo game and something else. And I was like, oh, this is sweet.
The
But it's
Sega
not-
Bass Fishing was amazing on the Dreamcast.
Yeah.
I don't even like fishing games.
Shout out
Yeah,
Ryan Gray. Merch drop coming in about 45 minutes. All right, averaging here 150, 9/8. Now here, hold on now. Here, I gotta explain this. Not a lot of 9/8 in this book sell.
No,
One
there
has
are
sold within the last month or so. This quarter, as a matter of fact, which is after the quarter that the movie came out. So new quarter, $1,700. Check this out. 2003, right? And by the way, it was cheaper before this. 2003 was the last sale, $800 on average. There's
23.
Huh?
2020.
Oh, sorry,
Not
2023.
2003.
Okay, sorry. There was actually multiple sales in 2023, probably when they announced the Shadow was going to come out in 2025. This book had multiple 9/8 sales, averaging $800. There's a couple in
Well, yeah.
7, a couple in
They
9.
teased them in 2, right?
Yeah,
It was
teased them in
the-
2.
the
So it
dealer
was
teased them
there.
in 2.
But it still blew up here. And after the show came out, we got a new high on this. People love these books. I wish I was still in 2003.
I couldn't. I looked. I couldn't find this one for cheap. I mean, you could find it if I wanted to pay. Like, I
Yeah,
don't
I've
want
never
to pay
owned
the
this
latest
one.
prices. I couldn't
Hey,
find.
I don't. Hold on.
What?
I'm friends with all the con security. I don't rent them. They are my friends. We eat dinner together. We hang out. Like, I don't. Excuse me, Sticks. Dub, could you please inform them?
It's true.
Okay, thank you very much. Dub's friends with them too. All right. Actually, that's how he became friends with them, is through Dub. So Nintendo 64 Dreamcast had the lowest launch
I
price.
had an N64.
Dude, I didn't have that either. That's you guys.
I did.
I ain't got that type of money. I got used at GameStop type of money, bro.
I freely admitted throughout my time here, I was a spoiled kid.
Yeah. All right, here's a good one, and this is what we're gonna do to you here. Oh, look who's not sick anymore. Oh, you did. We gave you the COVID? Jeez, oh Pete. Sorry, brother. Sorry. Well, they missed you here, Cliff. They thought you were going to be a permo on the show, so you're going to have to come back. All right, here we go. Sonic, a permanent member. Permanent member.
Perma. I never heard that term used before.
Well, that's because you're not in the streets. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. You're not.
No, I own a home. I'm not.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you. That is what the kids say. Thank you very much. He knows. Our guest knows, but you don't. Too bad. Oh, there you go. Cliff's got a whole fan club in her thing. All right, here we go. Hey, do you know why I don't like it? Do you know why I don't consider this a comic, Pete?
Why?
Well, one, because it's a magazine. Do you know the second reason?
Because it's from Fleetway?
Yeah. Do you know where Fleetway is?
No, I don't know. I figured
It's
out
in the UK. And damn
England,
it,
yes.
comics are American. America. All
So
right.
says the guy who tries to make us read every 2000 AD that comes
Right.
out.
Well,
That's
that
not
is just
American.
quality reading, sir. That is educational quality reading. I'm not calling it a comic. I'm not calling it a comic. I'm saying quality education is literally a piece of art. Okay? So stop with that. But this, on the other hand, is her first appearance in comics, which is technically a magazine, and from the UK.
Oh, Barkley.
Made up team? Wait, what? Get out of here. Anyways, this magazine's pretty expensive. $84 on average for this. A lot of them sell in that range of 86, 79, 75, somewhere around there, 90s for a little bit better copy. A trash. And listen, you know I love low grade. I'm telling you, this ain't low grade. This is trash grade. This is somebody took it out from the they were eating teas and crumpets.
Can I ask you this?
No, I'm on a rant. They're eating teas
Is
and
it like
crumpets.
the G.I. Joe books? You know how like they're almost like tissue paper?
Yes, no, but yes, baby.
You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
the
oh
G.I.
boy.
Joe oversized UK books. They're
Action Force Weeklies.
Action Force Weeklies, yeah.
those it's you get them wet and they just disappear.
Yeah, there's like 12 pages. They're not even like it's not even that big. The
Well,
pages are a lot bigger.
either way, somebody's eating teas and crumpets, and they're crying because that's what they do over there all the time. Hey, shout out all of our UK people. And they're just using it as tissue paper, and there's pieces like torn, and it's not even like a.
We do have a very strong UK fan base here. Not to mention our buddy.
This show's got 22%. 23%. But they know what I'm talking about. They know what I'm.
Awesome.
Did you do that, Dub?
I didn't do it. No way. It's great. This is the
I thought
best.
you did it.
I didn't do it.
I didn't do it either.
I got my whole sound system. The whole sound system got
Yeah, you muted yourself.
Holy hell!
I thought
Yeah,
Dub did that. I thought Dub was like,
I
nope.
wish I would have done it. That would have been great.
I broke the whole headset. All right, listen. This is what I'm trying to tell you. I got some coke and hookers.
Yeah, we don't need that.
Oh man, I really did. I broke everything. All right, I don't need these on because I broke them. All right, here we go. Brian muted him. He probably did.
Good job, Brian.
Interesting book. Plus, shipping's hard. But here's the real first appearance, but it's a double first appearance. We got Sonic the Hedgehog number 25. We get. I know, do you know why this is the first appearance of Metal Sonic, Dub?
Well, I think that says Mecha Sonic on the cover right there, and he's right on the cover. It's kind of hard to read. It's in silver, which
yeah, that gray color kind of bleeds into the blue.
But it says it right on the cover. He's on the cover, and he's going one-on-one against Sonic. It's like a video.
So we get a double first here. This is a quality book. 2 firsts. We get the only place where first appearance matters. America here on Sonic number.
No, don't do that.
Yes.
You already broke it once.
And Metal Sonic. I know I already broke it once. I can break it again. All right. Here, look. This is a hard book, though, to get into a 9.8. 9.4 sell for $215. Raw average $50. Highs of $100.
This is like early 90s.
Yeah, it's tough.
This is a while ago.
Yeah. Good luck. What's the Oh, 90s. That's what
1995.
Yeah, 93 or 95. Well, what number is this? Yeah, 95. Okay, yeah. 93 was the original Sonic book. Then 95 started the series, the Archie series after that. Now, here's a very interesting book because we wanted to go all the way around. And while I was looking stuff up, I found this book. It's called Tangle and Whispers. Tangle and Whispers was a 4-part set. They're IDW, they're RIs. I will tell you.
Sounds like some late night Skinamax show.
It does. There is not a very big sampling size of these books. This RI for number 4, it's hard to find for sale if you can find it at all. Couldn't find it. There's one sale that said it sold for $635.
Wow.
That's crazy. Like, it's absolutely crazy.
You know why it's crazy? Because I probably have one in here because I buy these weird ass books when I find them. And I probably have it in here somewhere.
Now, I'm not saying buy this book and you're going to get $635. But
somebody did. Yeah, we looked. Somebody did.
We looked. We verified the sale. It's a sale. But what I'm going to tell you is this. Number 3, the RI for this. For those people that don't know, IDW RIs were Brian. They are what? 1 in 10s. Very good. 1 in 10s. All right. So they're 1 in 10s.
These are 1 in 10s. Yeah.
They're 1 in 10s. And here we go. Number 3, 1 in 10. Still, this is a 2019 book selling for $40 on average. The number 1 in 10. That's usually the most they option. So there's more 110s out there. Still selling on an average $35. And by the way, if it's in good shape, they're selling for $50. Number 2, still selling an average of $20. Okay. Look for these RIs for this series. Sonic the Hedgehog, Tangle and Whispers. This is just the best cover. And it's probably really hard to get. Thank you. 1 in 10 chat. You know what I'm talking about. There we go.
I love digging for IDW 1 in 10s.
Venom, I feel you, bro. You want to know why? Because I got bags and boxes, and I have them full to the brim.
How do I know what I have? Because I got a weird memory of things. I can't remember a person's name when they're in.
He says, "How do you not know?" He says, "How do you not know?" He says, "How do you not know? How do you not know?" Because we got tons of books. This is literally a wall full of books. Like, it's a whole room full of short boxes, and then there's a whole garage full of short boxes. I don't know what I have. All right. Anyways,
I have a good sense because I remember when I find things and I go, "Oh, look what I found."
Here we go. Minecraft Ashcan. This book just keeps getting cheaper and cheaper as more pop up. Only one sale, a little funny of a sale, but a sale. It got listed 3 times because of how sometimes eBay works. But when you broke it down, it was the same seller for 1 book. Sold for $90 in a 9.8. This used to be a $300 book. It is no longer a $300 book. It is now a $90 book, which is good news for those Minecraft collectors. There is a movie coming up soon. I think it looks very enjoyable as far as who it's tailored to, which are my children, and they're going to love it. Raws, on the other hand, very interesting because 9.8s are selling for $90. Do we know what Raws are selling for, Pete?
Well, because you put it on the slide here, I would say they're between $10 and $50.
No, they are not between $10 or $50. They are either selling for $50 or
$10.
They're selling for $10.50.
You're telling me there's not a middleman in there somewhere?
There's no middle ground. There's like two that sold for $50. There's one that's selling for $10.50. I don't know what to tell you. Welcome to the inner worlds. All right.
That's weird.
Yeah, that is true. This is the right answer. I don't know what I have because I'm horribly unorganized. JJ is too. He's right. Okay. Next up, I want to give you the full...
back to that book. Do we know what convention that was from?
Was it New York? I think it was New York.
He's New York, right?
New York? Okay.
I think it was the New York Comic Con because realistically, Minecraft has like they got graphic novels, like they sold like trades and books for kids, so you could buy them like Targets and stuff. But
they still do. Like they still have new ones coming out.
For us, very like the comic collector will, as Marco proved with his yelling at that first Amy Rose in the UK. That's not
America.
In the UK, and it's magazine size. Like people want comic sized things, and they have to be in the comic format for us to count them. So, but yes, there were trades for this IP.
Yeah, I don't know. Deadly Venoms. I guess I like reading them and digging through boxes that I already own and finding books and going, oh yeah, I own that book already. I don't know.
Yeah, but then I also I buy collections, and I'm not going to sit there and I scan every book I buy from a collection into.
Yeah, absolutely true. App. Well, I'm Dub. You know, dude, I'm very lazy about that. I leave stuff. I am
collections.
I am notoriously. Hey, remember, I had a $3,900 book that I almost sold for $10 because that's the type of organization.
I wish I would have bought that book.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't buy collection. I personally selected each and every book that I have, unless it was some dumbass book that my dad gave me because he's like, "Hey, it was a DC 12 setter. I found it at the flea market." I'm like, Dad, I think somebody peed on this, and it's half burnt.
I like that too.
I paid $1. I'm like,
yeah, I've done that too.
I don't need this. Thanks,
Brian. I found the first Richie Rich at the bottom of a tub. It shows up in Lulu, and the book ended up grading out to like a 2.5, and I sold it for $3,900 and bought it for nothing.
Not $10.
No, you should have sold
but
$10.50.
Yes, no, but some guy offered me $10 on it. Because I mean, whatever. So there we go. All right, next up, Mortal Kombat. Here we go. I gave you the front and the back because I just think you have to. I mean, the artist
really like Goro.
Sub-Zero's doing the absolute Goro's going down to grab. I mean, this is just amazing. What are those poses? Who did the art of this? What is this?
I mean, you got Raiden. He's doing the pressure. He's
doing this. Sub-Zero's got only one. I'm surprised Scorpion didn't have the other one. Get over here.
Yeah, he might be. Well, it was the time. It was the 90s.
Anyways, this is Mortal Kombat Collector's Edition. This is the first one. There's two of these. We'll get into it and we'll tell you why.
Sub-Zero could have been doing superpowers action. You squeeze his legs and his arm comes down into chopping action.
Don't make doing the percolator.
Look for both sides of this book, though, because if you could pick it up, raws of this thing are incredible. They go for $85 to $175. And I literally mean, I'd give you an average, but you couldn't even average it out just because of how ridiculous the range is.
That's just a sweet Liu Kang mullet, though. That's all I'm saying right there.
Dude, that is ridiculous. Look at Johnny.
Who published this? Who's the publisher?
Was it Midway?
No,
Acclaim?
I think it was Acclaim.
Acclaim.
Right around or before they got Valiant.
I think this is Acclaim put them out for the home systems. Put out Mortal Kombat for like Super Nintendo and Genesis and such.
Yeah, but then you know how they ended up buying Valiant, well, or at least publishing.
Yeah, buying that. Yeah, they did after. Well, they had other. I mean, like remember that another book spoiler down the list came directly through Acclaim.
No, it was Midway. You guys are right. It was Midway.
Was it Midway?
Mm.
Oh,
1992 Midway.
Mm.
I just realized what's her name. Don't look at her chest. It looks weird. Okay, next up. Mortal Kombat 2. There also was a second one, Mortal Kombat Collector's Edition number Deuce. You know how we know it's number 2, Dub?
I think it's the two eyes in the middle of Mortal Kombat right there.
The Roman numerals?
There you go. 2 Roman numerals. Don't know their eyes, but there
number
it is.
ones.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Raws on this one still selling 1.8. The low end still similar, 78. The high end's a little bit lower, 153. But this book does come graded 275.
7.0.
And a 7.0, bro. Get that money, dude. Jeez. Blow myself away on this nonsense. All right. Was it a mail-in? It could have been a mail-in.
I think
You could be right.
he is right. These are both mail-in
No.
books.
Sorry.
The collector's
Ryan.
edition version is a mail-in.
You had to
But
get
this
them
one
directly
came out in
from Midway.
1994 versus the first one that came out in
Do they
92.
have different staple versions like the Good Morty?
That first
don't
off, that
know
was a
that.
scam that those idiots fell for. When you call a guy up and he says, "How many do you want?" You should probably. He's literally. They go, "Oh, can I get 100?" And he says, "Yes." You should probably know that they're
What are you
printing
talking
it
about?
at the place. Pete, that was a scam.
What was?
The two different staple thing.
Oh, the Morty thing. Well,
Yeah.
well,
We can talk about it later. All right. Here's something though. If you can find both these books together as a raw,
I thought you
$400.
were going into the Star Wars Lego count. You remember that
No.
that business too?
Oh, geez, oh, Pete. No, not that either. Or the brass staples. None of that. All right. The guy who fell for the brass staples also fell for the Morty trick. All right. Mortal Kombat 1 and 2 together. If you can find this as a combo piece, it's like a 2-piece, dude, right? It's like when you go down to Wendy's and you order a 4-piece chicken nuggets, and all of a sudden you got 7 chicken nuggets. I don't know how it happens, but you're probably pretty happy, aren't you? Except for then you don't get extra sauce, and then you're kind of mad. All right. Anyways, $400 for the combo of them if you sell them together. It sells a lot of times in combo.
Well,
Here
you
we
could
go.
be happy you got 3 extra nuggets, or you could be wondering why the last guy didn't eat all 4 of his.
Or, dude, if you should go back through the line and ask for a second sauce. That's all I'm going to say. By the way, I don't eat nugs. $98.
The guy behind you
that.
only
Don't say-
get one
don't say
chicken nugget.
That is true. That is true.
No, you don't say nug. Right? I can't stand that. Like when the Wendy's commercial hits and the lady says nugs, I literally, my wife makes fun of me. I literally get angry. I physically react to hearing a commercial talk to us like we're babies.
Well, that's how the kids eat. And if you're an adult, you probably should be eating chicken nuggets, and you definitely shouldn't be eating.
Well, that's all well and good, but I don't need my television.
Nugs. All right. Go ahead, Brian. What were you saying?
It's not hard to say
I was going to say nuggies.
Yeah,
I want to trigger Pete. Nuggies.
I don't. Hey, I'm fine with nuggies. 2 syllables, fine. Don't
Just
call them
nugs.
nugs.
Okay, all right.
Try to be cool.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, hey, listen, I say what the kids say. Because if not, I get the fast food. We've talked about this before. We don't want to get into this. I don't eat fast food, so I get it wrong all the time. And my wife always gets mad at me when we're drunk because we get the Uber there, and then she's like, "What do you want?" And I say, "Can I just read the menu?" And then she's like, "You should know what you want." And I don't know because I don't eat fast food. All right.
I put Wendy's on a month-long suspension when that first Nugs commercial hit. Just so you know.
Well, to be honest with you, with Tyson, the air fryers, the thing they like there is the chicken sandwich, and I just make a chicken sandwich by using stuff at home. So if you toast the outside of the bun, like they
can we not talk about fast food while this comic is on the screen?
Okay, The Last of Us, American Dream, number 1.
Oh, you're
Dub.
Feelings.
Yeah, Dub. Here we go.
Last of Us.
You thought nugs were boobs. Okay, here we go. This is the show's coming back out. Dub's extremely excited. Dub, do you own this book?
I do own this book.
Okay, let's see how you're doing on it. Raw is going for $35. 9/8's $150.
No way, really?
Swear to God, looked it up today.
I'll buy them for that price.
Yeah, I would agree.
Right now.
Surprised by both.
This is currents. This is currents. This isn't 6 months ago. This is currents. Currents.
Why are you adding an S?
No, because there's more than one sale, I think, for the 35. All right.
Current.
I'm not saying it was a great condition either, by the way. I'm just saying what happened.
Oh.
Okay.
You said 9/8.
Well, the 9/8, yeah, I just think it wasn't listening.
Don't
hold
count
on.
these things.
Hold on. We have more. This is the one where you're going to get excited. These.
No, I'm not getting excited by these.
Why not?
It's like some reprint.
Yeah, this just came out like 2 years ago.
Exclusive nonsense.
I agree that this is nonsense, but I cannot believe that not only one set of this sold for $342, but 2 sets of this is sold in the $300 here in January, and then again in February with the eyes. Please tell me, Dub, why this garbage is selling.
This is a reprint that came out. Well, it says 2022. That makes sense. When they put out the game Last of Us as a remastered version for PS5. So if you ordered, you could buy a Steam version or a PS5 version directly from Sony, and then you would get this 4 issues that were a reprint
Weird
with this art.
eyeball staring at
Yeah,
you.
the face art on
It was
there.
going for a crazy price. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
So
All right.
this is only a couple years old.
I know. But the variant as Zaggy pushed out is going pretty well. All right, next up, I'm done talking about the next oh wait, hold on. Back to this one more time.
What?
Dub, real quickly, any news on The Last of Us? Is somebody coming back to the internet world? Are you going to have a program?
I am I don't want to say yes yet, but I'm pretty sure it's happening.
80% sure. Everybody reach out.
80% sure. 80% sure.
Please reach out to Comic Man Andy. Tell him we need to get
pressure him.
Tell him we need to get him and Dub back.
It's not him. It's me. He's in.
He's all in.
Make it happen.
It's the
He's in
Dub
if I make it
situation.
happen. Yep.
All right.
I gotta make it happen.
All right, let's go. Next up, we see it's a fire situation. All caps from Meyer. This is it. Twisted Metal 2, the comic. Here we go. I couldn't find a lot of sales for this. I think it's hard to find.
It is hard to find. This is very limited. You had to mail. Yeah, I think this is a mail away situation again.
Oh,
this
man,
is
yeah.
tough.
But the one that I did see was double signed. And holy balls.
At auction too.
At auction. Not even a ton of bids, but 8. Holy balls. $1,825. I didn't believe it.
And for an 8.5, mind you.
Yeah. 8.5. A lot of problems with this, but still going. It's a tough one to find. We wanted to give you a little bit of rarity in here. And then finally, I wanted to look at this book. I was actually talking. I don't know. I was talking to Dub.
This is why I put the Carnage book in the review.
Oh, nice. I don't know who I was talking to about this, but I was telling a story about somebody and that there was a 9.8, and at the height, this book was whatever. I hadn't seen it, but they didn't have a price on it. And I looked on the wall and I asked them the price, and I said, "Excuse me, I think I just shit myself because that's a lot of money for way too much for that. Do you run a museum here?" They said, "No, we run a comic book store." And I said, "Well, at that price, sir, you should start charging for admission because you, sir, are running a museum." I think the book's still there. I haven't been back to that museum because maybe they are charging cover now.
There you go, JJ. Yeah.
There's 100 copies of Twisted Metal too.
Yeah, I thought I read that. I looked up something like that.
That's why. Okay. But this book, I want to see if the price has gone up, if the price has gone down. I do know it's a hard 9.8. And honestly, we haven't had any 9.8 sales, but I will tell you the 9.6 has trickled down a little bit. 701 was the last 9.6 sale. Raw is still pretty high. The high is 429. The lows, however, which is more in the price range I like to see, is 113. Because 113 for you is about $20 for me.
What did the museum have it priced at, if I can ask?
Like, I think it was $15,000.
No.
Oh yeah, it was a museum. My man, I'm telling you, it was a museum. Now this is height of pandemic, but still, this is
how much is that comic?
Actually, you know what?
$1 million.
The place is still open. The owner was a little bit newer to comics at the time. They are not anymore. They're very nice people. I'm not going to say anything else because Dub knows who the person is, and I know who the person is. And yeah, it's expensive.
Sure, was it 1,500?
No. I thought the same thing. I said, dude, Pete, very rarely, and double attest.
1,000. You're talking non-brass staple version.
Maybe you thought it was an ASM one.
Yeah. Hey guys, here's the deal. And double attest this. I've heard some crazy prices on some crazy stuff, and I go,
Meyer,
thank you very much.
I do not own this book.
Thank you very much. But on this one, when I saw it and the price, I literally turned to the guy and goes, "Are you running a museum?" I have said those words on the show before. I have never asked somebody who works at or owns a booth or owns a store if they're running a museum. This person, I said, "Are you running a museum? You should charge cover." But no, they actually now things have changed there. They have a very successful. Oh, by the way, there wasn't even lights on. The shop was so new they didn't even have the lights like in the store like they do now. Now their shop's nice. It's really nice.
Well, think about it. I mean, if you did go to a con and you ran a museum, you could probably make some money. Like $5 to take a picture with your Maximum Carnage 1.
Oh, with the internet people? Yeah. The internet people just.
Can I take?
I see the book. They don't even ask anymore. Like, can I see that book? Next thing you know, you're like, dude.
No, that's what I'm saying. You charge for that. No,
Yeah.
you want that for your IG? That would be $10.
No, I don't own this one either. But I might pick up a low grade. It's getting to about the price where I'm okay. And when I'm saying lows, I'm not saying like 5.0s. I'm saying probably like 9s. You know what I mean? 8 9s. So not a pretty good looking book.
I used to own this book. I did.
For people like you, Cliff, I swear to God, I'm going to send you a link. You can get COVID again. But if you're one of these dudes that are out here on the internet just taking pictures of other people's books so you can put them on your Instagrams, you know what I mean? Your Twitter shows, whatever you want. Those type of people, Cliff. That's who I'm talking about. Yes,
I'm saying you should pay for that.
I agree.
They won't let you take pictures of like when they bring in like celebrity cars and things like that. It's the
the guys that travel around
no personal photos.
The guy, dude, those guys that travel around. You're talking about the guys that travel around with the supernatural car, aren't you, Pete?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those guys are.
I love that Impala. I want a picture. I've snuck a couple.
Well, no, I don't know what they do, Cliff. I don't follow those people, but they finger, and there's another term for it, but once again, they finger F your books, so finger fondle your books, and then they take pictures with it, and they're not buying. They're just finger F-ing them.
Hold on. Your Maximum Carnage book was raw?
Not mine. First off,
the one you're talking about,
$15,000.
No, that was grade 9.8. That was grade.
Okay, I figured it was a 9.8. That's what.
No, I'm just saying in general. No, I'm just saying in double tell you. In general, there's people that go to shows and they will ask to see something on the wall. They're like, "Oh man, you got this. Oh, cool. Can I see it? Really interested in it." And then they'll take it and they'll take it out. They'll kind of look at it,
yeah,
and then they'll start taking selfies with it.
Ooh.
I don't want you taking a picture of my books, Cliff, tagging me or anything, dude. Buy my book or don't buy my book. But that's the end of the story there. No decency. Get out. No decency.
See, Cliff, even in the chat, can get Marco fired up.
What is this? But what is it? What he's like, I have the decency to take. That's not
like
decent.
Opposing forces. It's like magnets coming together.
All right, here we go. Shout out JJ. He wanted me to talk about these books, but he posted too much stuff. I was not trying to feel reading any of what he said. All I saw was Devil May Cry, so I took care of it myself. Devil May Cry, number 1. It's got a shit ton of covers. It does. So we're just going to talk about it in general. Mainly the covers go for between $15 and $20 in the raw, which is actually pretty amazing because there's like 10 of them. I will say this cover,
there's 10 of
this cover, which is the game cover, has a tendency every once in a while to go as high as $50. And if you sell them in sets, that's like, for some reason, this is a run setter, right?
Yeah,
the average one set
3 issues or something, I think.
4. I think
4. Okay. Okay.
But the average four book set, no matter which books you have in it, the average 4 book set is selling for about $80, which is about $20 on average per book, maybe 85. You can get it sometimes. So if you see them, pick them up. You can lump them up and sell them up. There you go. And that, my friends, is gaming. We gave you new books this time. I swear to God, we gave you what you wanted. I can see.
Well, because the last time we did this, we did Mario and like Zelda and pretty big Blip. I think we did
before. We've done Mario and Zelda twice. Yeah. All right. But if you do not appreciate this content, I will just keep force feeding more to you. So good luck with that.
We didn't even cover all the stuff JJ recommended. He recommended Silent Hill. We can go to those.
I start going to that.
And there's plenty of IDW variants again we can get to with those Sonic books.
We're almost at the end of a quarter. I figure next quarter too, we have more TV shows coming out, so we'll shove that down your throat again. Okay.
All right. Cliff is typing in all caps, so that means I need to leave now. I'm going to go.
Well, that does not help me sell books, Cliff. Okay, thank you, Brian. Once again, do we have a link for Brian's stuff? Make sure you're following his Kickstarter.
I will put it into the main video too.
Brian. It's Brian LCS on YouTube. Same on Instagram. Yep.
Check out his show. Check out his show. We appreciate you coming. Cliff's trying to ruin it again by getting in the chat, and then you're not going to be able to get a word in edgewise.
That's why I'm going to leave. I'm going to cut my losses and run.
We appreciate you, Brian. Have a good one, buddy.
Have a good show. Rest of the show.
Thank you.
Thanks, Brian.
He loves Brian. There you go. All right.
Wow. I got
that's good. He's a nice guy.
Faced off Brian.
I felt really bad when we were at Bruce's show. I felt really bad. We were on Bruce's show, and the guy did not get a word in edgewise. I was like, we have to have him on the show. I will tell you this: merch drop is coming in a minute. Pete, when do you want to do merch drop?
Oh, I don't know. Do I have to do anything?
Good. Let's show. Did you load the new merch? Oh shit!
No, I didn't
this
do
car's
shit. I didn't do shit, to quote Edison S.
What, SNS does that?
Yeah, they got a whole
wish
thing
I
of
had
my
that
face
video.
on there.
Oh my
I
god,
do shit.
Of you saying that, or
it's so good.
No, it's a meme, but they put my head on it.
oh, nice. Did you load in? Hey, if we were going to drop merch, would you figure maybe we should drop the images for merch into the?
I can put them in there. I can put some stuff in there. But before
Okay.
we get, do you want to do it now, or do you want to do the news first?
We can do it now. I think they want. Do you guys want a merch drop? They've been asking.
Oh, okay,
for
I
the
got
merch
them.
drop.
I got them right
You
here.
gotta drop the merch drop. Okay, once again, we've been leaking. Oh, hey, also too, make sure you tune in April 9th. Super special guest. Found out something very interesting that may or may not be true. So we're gonna start wild and reckless rumors, and hopefully it doesn't turn into an episode of SNS.
What is happening? Oh,
Hopefully it doesn't
who
turn
gave who a creator head start?
Yeah, I had just got a text from a friend of mine, and I said, hey, we're having your boy on. Seems like it's going to be a good fit. Like, don't tell him, but we're doing like, just give a little insight. He said, well, there's a famous artist and author that everybody loves and knows, and he gave him his start. I said, cool, thanks. 30 minutes later, he texts back, I think that's true. You might want to double check it. So we're going to give him full credit for either way.
Tony under the bus. Tony said
Well, don't say who it was. We're not. We're just.
name.
We're just okay. We're not going to double check it. We aren't going to. We're just going to go. We're going to go full dom here. And since somebody put it down, we're going to believe it's true. And then we're going to S&S it like they did with that interview with where they call what's his name to Gib. And we're just going to see how that works. Okay. That's what we're doing.
Out of this.
Huh?
Leave Steve Englehart out of this.
Steve Englehart. All right, but now it's time. It's time for the merch drop. Pete, do we have the merch in there?
I just put the images, and it doesn't. It'll be on a T-shirt.
These will be on T-shirts. Shout out to Ryan, Obi the Gray, who said later Brian down here. Ryan, sorry, we're giving you full credit to these. We actually this is a whole series. It's like
we got a bunch.
It's like Warhol, right? Ryan here is like Warhol. He has created some masterpieces. So we will be dropping these bi-weekly. Remember, I don't know where you can find them, but it's linked below.
The link is down below. It's over at TeePublic.
We would give it to you. We would give it to you for exact cost, but TeePublic makes us charge you an extra $1. That $1 goes to great things like StreamYard, which is a terrible program. Okay. Here we go.
Well, before we get into it, since it's a new design release, it is on sale right now. I think for the first 24 hours, it's only $16.
Okay, $16. Please,
$16
please.
for a T-shirt,
guys. Our quarterly report every quarter. Hard Times is our top selling shirt. We are now giving you a new option.
Hard Time.
Yes, that's our top selling shirt.
We can't move. I cannot move the rock. The rock will not move.
Wow. Please buy a new shirt.
Surprised by that.
Pete,
you know what I got to make?
New series.
I got to make this.
Damn. Oh, we probably do. Can we make one like this? Just like this. Here we go. That's my
we need to put Ron on there. That's what
we need. We need one where Steiner's yell.
Rock.
Go get Ronnie. Go get Ronnie. Go get Ronnie. All right. Before we go back to old storytelling, please swing the new art. Let's give it to him. We've given him a surprise.
All right. Well, the very first release in honor of Marco. Well, actually, both of these are in honor of Marco.
And shout out BK, by the way. Thank you, BK. This is inspired by BK, I might add.
This is the first design.
Yeah, brother. Don't make me call your mom, brother. Yeah. Don't make me do it. BK. Poor BK. All right. What's our next one, Pete?
The other one is also sort of inspired by you, Marco. I decided to go with the Goldberg. It was a good pointing at you.
I can't believe you guys did a Goldberg shirt on this. Hey, listen, we're going to have a bunch more of these coming out. If you like those characters, cool. If you don't worry about it. We have more characers coming out.
A bunch more left.
We have a bunch more left. Shout
No,
out
we
Ryan.
don't. These are the only ones. Get them now.
Oh wait, get these
Limited
now.
time. Yes.
Yeah.
You want to
Goldberg is the world's greatest
then-
wrestler.
no, you
Okay.
want to collect the whole set.
Yeah, we're gonna have sets too, so you can. Just our only prerequisite is please. Well, actually, that might actually make a good onesie. Put that back up.
Which one?
Either one. The match is. Oh yeah. Don't make me call you mom. Yeah. We should have put a yeah at the end of this one, but I like it. We didn't do Doctor Who's not in our frame. We can do that though. Ryan, do you see this comment? Let's see. Hey, Ryan's there, so we can do it. That one on a baby. Goldberg on a baby might be the best. All right. And shout out 2026 where we're going to start doing Coke and Hooker shirts. All right. Let's get into the news.
Oh, we have to do news.
The
Oh, that's right, we
news.
do. Well, hold on. Well, I'll give Dub a second to get himself.
We can't,
situated.
Meyer,
I
we
gotta
can't tell
find
you
his
what's
book.
next. We can't tell you what's next. This is how we drop merch. You don't know. And by the way, our next drop, even though these shirts have been done for like a month, so you don't know what our next merch drop will be. It could be a year from now.
Well, we might remember.
We'll try to remember.
Marco can't remember which shows he's going to be on. He's like, I'll be on for 2 weeks. Like,
Yeah.
well,
Well, I'll be
still
around
March.
someplace. All right. All right. What do we got? News?
We're going to run the news.
Please.
Whew. Wow, news time.
Into the news.
Here we go. All right.
Oh, thanks again to Brian LCS. Shout out him. Shout out Cliff's Comics too. All right.
Yes, I'll have all the links down below in after we're done here.
I'll put my Ronnie back up. Save Ronnie. You got it.
Hey.
Steiner tells
All
you to go. You got to go.
So he marveled as Penguin. Everybody was excited. So now he is in talks to play Sergeant Rock.
Nope.
Colin Farrell.
I like Colin Farrell, but I don't know if this
I
one
don't-
works.
Yeah, I don't get this one. I mean, obviously he's hard to recognize as the Penguin and the prosthetics and all that, sure. But it's still him. I mean, it's
Nope.
No, but I mean, you got Banshees. Yeah, Banshees of Sharon, and I mean, In Bruges is still totally underrated.
You know my opinion. Can we just get somebody new? Like he did great. Like if you're like
I think
you're like,
Daniel
hey, we're gonna
Craig
cast him as
worked.
Penguin. No, hold on though. If you're like, hey, we're gonna cast him as Penguin. All right, cool. They did it. All right, it worked. Like,
Well,
let's leave it alone.
again, it's because they had apparently they had Daniel Craig where there was all the talk for Sergeant Rock, and then he dropped. So now they had to go Plan B, and this is what they thought of.
Also, too.
well, they said he wasn't officially. They never were offered. Daniel
Okay,
Craig
I'm
to
gonna
work.
say the quiet. I've had enough of this. I'm gonna say the quiet part aloud. Why? Why are we even doing Sergeant
Well,
Rock?
apart from that, yeah, I have no idea why we do a Sergeant Rock movie. I don't. Apparently, they're catering to my dad. That's what apparently they're deciding to do. They said, you know what? I don't think the 70-year-old male is represented in theater movies these days. So let's start making projects with them.
Sergeant. Okay, so Sergeant Rock has a very long history in DC Comics, especially in the Silver Age, including in war magazines. What was it? Combat? Is it Combat?
GI Combat.
GI Combat, right? Yeah, in GI Combat. But yeah, I mean, Meyer.
Come on, Meyer. You gotta tell me you don't know who Sergeant Rock is.
Dude, I don't think he's bullshit. Pete, please. I think there's a large pot. I think you go into your local LCS on a Wednesday. On a Wednesday, you go to your local LCS and you do a poll. And your only poll is, do you know what comic book Sergeant Rock is from? And you even give a choice. And it says G.I. Joe, G.I. Jane, or G.I. Combat. And I guarantee you, G.I. Combat probably is not even going to beat out G.I. Jane. And the majority of people are going to say G.I. Joe.
Or Sean Connery.
Hawkins is reading Predator. Okay. I never heard of him.
I know. I'm
That's
just
what I'm
messing
saying.
with you, Meyer.
That's what I'm saying. No, Meyer.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we're
Sergeant
saying.
Rock, like I said, Sergeant Rock's before my time. And I'm
Right.
damn near 50 at this point.
Right. I mean, like, what do you want? I mean, this is DC. This is how DC is the CBCS of freaking
I
comic
undercut
book
it when I
companies.
said the 70-year-old males. My dad's gonna be 70 goddamn 5 this year.
They
So
say
did it, Marvel
ahead.
did a period piece with Captain America: The First Avenger. James
Sergeant Rock
Gunn
cannot compete with that.
James Gunn had success with his Guardians of the Galaxy movies.
Mm.
So he is trying to bring in offbeat or not quite as established characters into this DC universe. I don't know if he's going to bring them into the present day. I don't know what he's doing with it.
It's not
But
like
this
Captain
is just
America was a
another-
grunt. You know, I
Right,
mean,
but you hate Captain America.
yeah, because of yes.
Well, hey, why don't we just
'Cause he went
adapt
dimensional.
Nam? How about that? We'll just
Yeah.
get the Nam series. We'll just make a whole Disney Plus series based off of that too.
By the way, it also ticks me off that he stole my dress. You know, he stole the way I dress.
He
This is
stole your
absolutely
dress.
Yeah, he
Ooh, Colin
just
Farrell
chest
or
out,
Sergeant Rock? Which one?
Sergeant Rock, chest out, hair out, bro. We do not want.
I
No,
mean,
no, we don't want
Technically,
that.
Sergeant Rock is older than you.
Yeah, but he didn't start rocking
He was
the
doing it before
the
you.
deep V till he didn't start rocking the DV till he saw this. Now they start drawing it like me. All right. Okay, let's move along because that's about all I got to say about
Sternbush.
Sergeant.
All right.
You did that sternum bush right there.
All right, let's talk about the good old box office report.
Please.
Any guesses on what was the number one
Oh,
movie
shit, this week?
in America?
Oof.
Yeah, it's
Number
like
one
that.
in America?
Yeah, that's what we do. Domestic box office.
Well,
I know.
I don't know if Mickey 17 could hold. Mickey 17, I'll say held.
All right.
I would say a bounce back for any movie that isn't Mickey 17.
A bounce back. Well, it was actually a movie called
Oh shit, that's right. I did actually want to see this too. Wee Huey.
The Novocaine. That's right. Novocaine was number one with $8.8 million.
That's all it made.
The slowest week
It only cost
at the
$18
box
million.
office. Yeah, it only cost $18 million to make. But I mean, this is the slowest week so far of the year.
Well, I mean, it was a hot week. It was a cool week. It was a fun week.
I do want to. Well, no, to be fair, I do want to see Soderbergh's Black Bag. You know, MI6 type. You know,
gotcha.
espionage. And Steven Soderbergh. I'm in for that. Like, probably gonna go see that eventually.
Also, St. Patrick's
me
Day
too.
also landed on Monday, so people were drinking from Thursday all the way till Monday. Yeah.
Well, that didn't affect Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, which is what this is based off of.
Thursday all the way to Monday. What that means is all the way means Thursday all the way past Friday.
Nobody starts St. Patrick's Day on Thursday.
There's a city called Boston. They started St. Patrick's Day a month ago.
That's one city in this great nation.
Bro, I can't, Pete. I just can't. I can't. I mean, New Jersey, sure. The only thing they ever celebrate is Tan and Laundry Day, but the rest of the country.
No, don't even bring that shit up. Those fuckers are from New York. Pardon my French.
I don't know.
They're not from Jersey.
I've been to Jersey before. You just shut down bridges. Okay, here we go. I like
so Captain America is still hanging in there, and then The Day the Earth Blew Up, which is a Looney Tunes movie, came in at 3.2 million. So that's
Zags. How many Zags did you have to go see that movie?
They're legal in Jersey.
They're legal here too. They're legal everywhere, Pete. Next up.
Well, they're not legal in Pennsylvania. It's right next door.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit.
We talked about this. Radar and Mortal Kombat 2. Nice, Entertainment Weekly had an article and had a whole bunch of pictures. Right, so we saw Johnny Cage, we saw Katana, we saw Scorpion, which is Hiroyuki Sanada. Hiroyuki-san. Yeah, he was the main character from Shogun.
Yeah, okay.
I remember him from that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also saw a picture of Shao Kahn.
First one was Scorpion, fun. Yeah. Are they going to show this? Are they streaming this on HBO too?
It was surprisingly better than I had expected.
Yeah, this came out
like the
streaming during pandemic. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it came out streaming and theater. They did a hybrid.
Are they going to do it again, or is it going straight?
No, it's probably going to be at the movie theater first.
I won't watch it in the movie theater. I'll watch it at home again.
They hired Christopher Lambert to be their Raiden or anything.
They didn't.
Highlander.
Nice reference there, that nobody gives a shit about. All right.
The original, nobody gives a shit about the original Mortal Kombat movie. Oh, I'm sorry, that was such a deep cut. I referenced the first Mortal Kombat movie when we're talking about a Mortal Kombat movie.
Who was in the first Mortal Kombat movie?
Christopher fucking Lambert.
Oh, really? Yeah, I don't think anybody fucking remembers that. All I remember, whenever I think about it, is like I just know they cast weird stuff because of Street Fighter when they casted the one dude that played
the Highlander was Raiden.
Wait, wasn't Jean-Claude Van Damme in the first Mortal Kombat?
No, he was in Street Fighter.
Oh man, fair enough.
Yeah. All right, let's move along. So Saw 11 was on the docket a couple times. And
this is for one person and one person only. How are you doing?
No,
are
because this is not a good. This is not good news.
Is she back from Florida, Dub, or not?
She is back from Florida. Yes.
Tell her I say hi.
I swear, it's between this and Scream. They're deciding how many more sequels can we make.
You better watch it,
Pete. Why are we still making?
Pete.
What?
You better watch yourself. She will come for you.
I shared this news today that this was happening, and then I was treated to probably a 10 to 15 minute synopsis of what happened in the last one, and then what should happen in the next one.
Oh, there's actually stories.
There's stories. Yeah, right. Well,
whoa!
I won't watch any of these movies. I won't watch
Marco,
no violence.
I'm not worried because, like many other internet personalities, I don't actually go to a lot of cons, so I'm not worried.
I don't want no smoke, is what I'm saying. None. Not from her.
No, I may go to King Con this weekend. Maybe I might go Saturday if I can.
Better watch out. She'll just creep up.
I'm not going to Michigan. Well, I will.
I think she gave me an elbow drop in like Baltimore at one point. I don't know, dude. You never know. She's like Spider-Man. She just comes boom, boom to the back of your head.
Yeah. So apparently, producers and creators were fighting over what to do and where to go with the story. And then Lionsgate had nobody to come in and fix it, so now the movie's officially on hold. So,
well, that's a shame.
Sorry about that. Yeah, it's
they did 10.
Yeah,
Pete.
Apparently, 10 was really good.
Yeah,
that's what I heard today.
Hey, that's what I heard. That's what I hear. 10's really good. I got nothing else to say about this. Nothing.
And we're gonna move on so nobody else gets in trouble.
Yeah, I'm not.
Here are some images.
Barlord, you better watch out. Barlord, I'm telling you this. You better watch out. Borders mean nothing to her. She will come for you. Let's talk about this instead.
So here's pictures of Peter Dinklage as Toxie.
I love it.
First couple pictures that we got. This movie will be out unrated in theaters on August 29th.
I love it. I don't understand. How can you not love this?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it looks a little weird, but it's supposed to be campy and weird. So, like, what's the problem?
Zag,
I don't understand the problem.
I think me and Zag are going to hang out and go to the movie theaters and watch this together because he's the
Zags
only one who
have before you go and see this one.
Huh?
How many Zags you gonna have with them before you go see this one?
Shout out the drinks. Shout out to what's the company I fucking half own? Whatever that company is, I'll promote it next time. Have those when you go out there. That way you don't smell like anything. But yeah, I mean, like, no, dude. I just think I don't know, man. Once again, I know JJ's gonna be here and like, oh, Marco's tastes in movies suck. No, I just accept them for what they are. Like, what do you think this is gonna be? Like, when have you ever, before the news that this was coming out, heard somebody just randomly go, yeah.
Here's the
Toxic.
movie poster for the
Damn, we need a Toxic Avenger movie. Hey, Dub, you probably go to a dozen cons a year. Before this was announced, how many times did somebody just randomly out of the blue go, you know what we really need? Toxic Avenger movie, bro.
I haven't thought about Toxic Avenger since, like, I don't know, it's been 20 years since I thought about Toxic Avenger. And that's just because I met Larry Troma. No, Larry Troma Films, the guy, he was at a con, and so I met him, and that's why I thought about it, and I haven't thought about it since. Barlord,
I agree 100%. I don't care if it received positive buzz or not,
I
JJ.
kind of realized what I did there in talking bad about the Saw movies. I felt like I need to go incognito the rest of the way.
There you go. Nice
I got my
mustache.
fake mustache on. The
Good.
rest of the
I
way.
would do that. I would hide.
So I won't get tracked down.
I mean, hey,
Marcus
like,
Buster.
I don't care about the buzz. The minute it gets announced, I'm like, yes, because it's going to be terrible, and I'll love it being terrible. I mean, that's what this is supposed to be. All right, next up, what do we got?
Oh, I missed the
Daisy
taco.
Ridley and Alden Ehrenreich will star in a new romantic comedy.
What
Yep.
Okay.
hold on? So old Han,
Young
Now,
No,
Han.
young Han. Young
I'm just
Han.
saying, but old Han met Daisy Ridley. He met Ray. So now his younger version is going to
Is going to
romance
bang
her?
Ray.
That's
Is
kinda
going to
weird.
bang Ray. Yeah.
Yep, that's what's gonna happen.
That's kind of weird. I'm just saying.
I know there was
I'm
a
just
lot
saying this. I don't care about that. The plot sounds stupid, and I won't be watching it.
not
What
even
do you
with
mean?
both
What
of those
plot?
actors.
There's a plot. I just saw
Yeah,
romantic
the last
comedy.
resort follows a woman traveling to the
You know what the
Philippines
plot is?
to scout for a new resort location.
Hey,
Awesome!
the
That sounds
Philippines.
amazing.
Hey,
While on a charming pilot travel. Wait, charming? What?
that's in half of my homeland.
While a charming pilot travels around the sights of the country. Wait, what?
All right, I'm in.
Yep, that's
In
the
the Philippines.
that's it.
So
I
it's just
guess he
some
takes
random dude who was a pilot, but he did wait, did he is
I think
he
he
flying
flies her around. He flies her around.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'm gonna take this fake mustache off.
Yeah.
Already got a real one.
This is right up Pete's alley. He'll love this movie. He'll tell you how
because it
great
takes
it
place
is.
in the Philippines.
No, not just even that. He loves these rom-coms. So
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I like a good rom com if it's done well.
I don't think either of these people play funny characters well, but whatever. Okay,
Guess we'll find
next.
out.
He wasn't terrible as Han Solo. It was just he wasn't Harrison Ford. That's all.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't say fly to different ones. It said he's going to different sites. I'm just wondering if he's a pilot who's hanging out at bars and trying to pick up chicks, just like going to different bars.
All I know
Like
is
wings?
Sure.
I'm still playing the Indiana Jones video game,
Yeah, that is
and
fun.
Uncharted dude who does Indy's voice, half the time I don't know it's not Harrison Ford. I swear to God, I think I'm watching an old Indy movie. Like, he
Yeah,
does the
Harrison
voice
Ford
so
is
well.
very happy with his performance.
It's great.
He
Like, I
talked
feel
about
totally immersed in playing it.
Yeah, Troy Baker.
What
He
is
talked
this?
about how happy he was. Harrison Ford was so happy with him, and thank him
It's
for
great.
the-
I'm almost done, but it's great.
Yeah.
Got to wrap it up before Assassin's Creed comes out this week. So
Are we allowed to stab people at Disney World now?
No,
What?
this is not Disney World. This is Epic Universe.
is
this
it
is,
Universal? I'm also looking
Universal.
forward to this.
Oh,
this
is sweet.
is,
Oh,
How to Train Your Dragon, and then the other one is Dark Universe, Universal Monsters. These are official pictures that were just released this week from
I like
Universal,
the,
announcing
This
the
is
new
brand
park.
new
So
this
there's
year,
it's like
so-
4 different parks that are coming. These are the first 2, and then the other 2 are the
Mario.
Ministry of Magic and Nintendo Super World.
Oh, and extra Harry Potter. There's extra Harry
Yeah.
Potter. 5.
Another Harry Potter
More
world.
Harry
and then-
Potter.
Yep, the whole Ministry of Magic is going to be, and then the Super Nintendo World. I mean, if it's anything like what's open in Japan, it's going to be amazing. I know there's one in California too, but this opens on May 22nd, 2025. That first year are going to be probably pretty crazy. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what he said. Harry Potter, Mystery of Magic
So,
is adding
I'll
on to
look
Harry
to
Potter.
go. We'll look next year. I think next year will be when we can go.
yeah, there's a separate park from like Universal, so like you have to go to different
Well,
ones.
I
to
was
get the whole-
also waiting for my son to get
Oh, really?
older because, like,
Yeah.
Universal, they have bigger rides and more like coasters than Disney World. So I wanted to be a little older, so he would be like on board to go on some of the bigger rides.
Yeah,
'Cause,
I know.
we did like Slinky Dog, but he wasn't going on any like big coasters. Like, he wouldn't even go on the Guardians ride. He hated Tron. He closed his eyes the entire Tron ride.
Oh
when we
yeah, you
did it.
gotta wait. Then,
Like,
yeah.
he was just, I'm like, buddy, we're past the scary bit. Open your eyes. He's like, no. His eyes just clamped shut. Hold on to that bike for dear life.
So yeah, he'll need a little. I mean, I don't know. Some of this stuff, like Super Nintendo World and stuff, would probably not have anything too crazy. I know Mario Kart is going to be a part of it, but yeah, some of the rides.
But
for sure.
Universal themselves,
Rip
like when
Rocket
Marvel-
Racer.
like
Yeah.
the Marvel area, they got that Hulk ride that shoots you up like
That
pretty
Hulk coaster.
high, and
Yeah.
there's a couple coasters. I don't even like the that rocking one. There's like an Aerosmith or something where it kind of goes like straight up and like straight down. I don't like straight down, so
The
even I
Riptide
don't
Rocket. That's. I don't know if that's the one you're thinking of, but
I
that one goes
think
with
that is the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah, you play music while you're riding.
Yeah,
And you pick your
and
song.
it's like right at the front of that park. Like,
Yeah,
it's like right
exactly.
there. You see it, and I go, not that one.
All right, let's talk about Village Roadshow, who is the
Oh.
production company that's made like The Matrix,
Yeah,
Lego,
they made some good stuff.
Joker, like so many good movies. They are now filed for bankruptcy, and it had
Damn.
to do with The Matrix Resurrections. Warner Brothers, again, Warner Brothers involved in this, in them going out of business, but financial dispute with them, and now they had to declare bankruptcy. It's unfortunate. 'cause I like
Fury
a lot of
Road
movies.
too. I love Fury Road.
They've done a lot of good. I remember like seeing the logo at the beginning of The Matrix.
Yeah,
like,
I'm
it
looking
was
at your
amazing.
Zoolander.
Yeah.
Come on,
Mhm.
how can you not love
Yeah.
Zoolander?
Yeah.
In the computer,
So good. So good.
Hansel, he's
Ridiculously
so
good
hot
looking.
right now.
So hot. So good.
It's a walk off. I'm gonna
So
keep
good.
doing Zoolander lines until Marco. The Little Kings.
Oh, that's such a good movie. I could watch it over and over. So talk about some streaming news. In video game news, so the God of War
Ooh, here we
series
go.
has been greenlit for 2 seasons
Oh,
at Prime
two?
Video. Yeah, the 2 seasons right off the bat. So this is the showrunner is Ronald D. Moore. He hasn't played
Battlestar.
the game though. Yeah, Battlestar Galactica. He did Star Trek, Caprica, and Electric Dreams. But yeah, Battlestar Galactica was the one that's.
I love that. That was
so good, right?
It was. I love that show.
So I never played these games. I know people are huge
Warlord.
fans of these games. People love these games. Yeah, because Ronald Moore is doing it, I'm definitely gonna check it out. It's gonna be on the list. GJ.
Until the ending. Oh, I get it. Yes, it's kind of a lame. What happened before? I get it. Yeah, sure. Feels like a cop out, but still love the whole ride.
Yeah, the ride was worth it. That boxing episode, I liked it a lot better after.
I think I still need to like buy the final DVD set. But
like
because I stopped buying DVDs, so then it's like I have all of them, but like I think I still need that final season DVD set, and I'm like, what am I gonna do with it if I buy it? Well, I kind of need it to finish it.
You gotta have the whole set. Yeah, you're a set guy, so you gotta have it.
So it's like, what do I do?
People are worried that since he hasn't played the game, that it might be kind of weird. But who it is, that makes me not worried about it. So on Disney Plus,
hey guys, on a serious note, hold on real quickly. I'd just like to publicly apologize for Pete's comments earlier about a certain movie. He was out of line. Just out of line is all I'm gonna say. Sorry about that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just gonna say that. That's all I'm saying. All right, thank you.
was-
Go ahead, continue, please.
That was Ricardo Shilly Shally. That wasn't Pete. That was Ricardo Shilly Shally who made those comments.
Just please, please.
So The Simpsons will be showing all 767 episodes in chronological order on Disney Plus. It's a 24/7 stream that you can just put on anytime, and it'll be running at some point, and then the next episode will come on. As soon as the first one's over.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
There were 767 episodes.
700 and yeah, that was
wow.
How many comic book stores are just gonna be playing this on loop from now on?
Wow.
Not a bad idea.
That's amazing. Yeah, it's a good idea.
There's worse things you can do.
Yeah. No, I'm saying like it's a good deal for it. Yeah, and counting's still going, right?
Yeah, exactly. So you can already watch all the episodes already, but this way it's conveniently for you. You can just put it on and leave it on. Disney is also working on a live action Power Rangers series.
Biggie, can't you see?
So the showrunners from Percy Jackson and the Olympians are in talks to write, produce. Hasbro's involved, reinventing the franchise for a whole new generation of fans, while delighting those who already know and love the world of Power.
Percy Jackson, solid show, by the way.
Not only that, but you know, the boy. There's two things that the boys love. Well, three things. The boys love three things. They love wrestling, boobies, and Power Rangers. I mean,
Wait.
that's it.
What boys?
The boys. They love wrestling.
I don't know what. Sometimes
What
you
boys are
mean.
you talking about?
Power Rangers. No, if
Sometimes
you don't
you're
know who the
talking
boys
about the boys at the Comic-Con. Sometimes the boys.
No,
could be a television show. Sometimes the boy could be your soccer players.
The boys. They love boobies. They love wrestling, and they love Power Rangers. And they create.
You had me until
they're
Power Rangers. Power Rangers
They-
is after my time. That's why I'm a little old.
They're great. I mean,
That's my
why would
brother's
you
thing.
not do this?
My little brother. That's it. That was his thing. I had to go search for Power Rangers with my dad for my little brother. Look for goddamn white tigers and green dragons.
Whatever you say, bud. Yeah,
I know that stuff.
What do you mean? Whatever
Good
I
stuff,
say.
man.
I'm saying I remember having to hunt for Christmas presents for my little brother with my father, where he needed to have his Power Ranger Megazords.
Okay,
We had to
whatever you
find
say.
that shit. We had to go to Caldors and Bradley's.
No, you
Any
didn't.
goddamn
You
thing
absolutely
we could
did
find.
not. You chose to, and great
I
story.
didn't choose
Pete.
shit. I was still only like 13, 14 years old.
Great story, bro.
I
Good
was
story.
dragged around. I was short round.
I didn't do shit.
We gotta get that thing from SNS.
That's funny.
All right, let's talk about Max. So
Please.
Looney Tunes. We talked
Yeah.
about
Oh,
them
they're
earlier
gonna
with
go
their
with Harley.
movie, but Max took them all off of the channel.
What?
Why?
They're no longer available to stream because they want to. WB wants to prioritize adult programming. Children's programming like Looney Tunes and Sesame Street is no longer a priority because they don't make any money on it because nobody watches it allegedly.
Oh, well,
Well,
shit.
because
If I'd have known
they
that,
put
I
it
would've
on
watched
HBO where people used to go to watch blurry boobies. So yeah, probably the wrong place to put it.
No, you wouldn't go to HBO for blurry boobies. You would go to Prism for blurry boobies because you wouldn't be able to get Prism or Cinemax in HBO. You got your boobies. Just watch your
Yep.
Dream Ons and your First and Tens.
I
then-
guarantee if they made Looney Tunes with cleavage, there's some people be watching that stuff. People are weird like that, bro.
You ever get turned on when Bugs Bunny dresses up like a girl bunny?
It's better to
All
get
right,
them on the
next.
older Blu-rays too because they're not cut or edited either. So get the actual archive version.
Oh, man, I didn't know they were strong. I would have watched that shit if I knew. I would have been putting this on while I was working from home. I love me some
Yeah,
Looney
it's
Tunes.
gone. All right, got a couple bits of toy news for
Do
you
we?
this week. We do. So earlier this week, maybe yesterday, I think Hasbro had a fan stream for G.I. Joe. They were supposed to happen last month, and they pushed it back to this month.
Cold Slither,
And
baby.
That's right. They announced the San Diego exclusive. It's Cold Slither, which for those of you who may or may not know, this was a band that was made up by the Dreadnoks.
It looks like
that was in
Soother.
what?
It looks like Soother. Like the L and the I went together. It looked like a
Oh,
U.
yeah, well, I stretched the image. That's my fault.
It wasn't just
it
you.
was
It's
smaller.
also how they did
No,
it.
yeah, it's like that in general. Yeah.
So this will have 6-inch figures of all 4 founding members of Cold Slither. It's a 4-pack, all 4 figures, and 29 accessories.
That's a lot.
So those are the first
Holy
2
shit.
figures. Here are the other 2 figures. This will be San Diego Comic-Con this year. I mean, what, $200? I don't know. What are they going to do? 150?
I don't know,
like
but
that? It's going to
let
be
me
crazy.
just say, buddy, Dom, I know you
Too
want
much.
this. You don't have to have it. I know
No,
you
this
want
is
it. You don't have to have it.
It's called a waste of money.
Yeah.
I want it too, but we can let some things go. That
If you
said,
can get it-
they do kind of look like an awesome 80s hairband.
Yeah, so like it'll be at the con, and then if there's some left over, they will be on Hasbro Pulse. But good luck.
There's not gonna be any leftovers.
Not this
Yeah,
one.
they'll be on eBay before you know it.
Right. And then another bit of toy news we got this week has to do with Legos. Pokemon is finally coming to Lego.
Oh no!
Really? They're switching over from.
They're switching
Oh,
over from
nice.
Mega
Mega
Bloks.
Blocks. Or
Yep.
whatever.
So a new collaboration. I thought when I first saw this that maybe it was gonna have to do with like a video game Lego, but it's not. It's literally sets.
Oh my
that are
god!
gonna be
Could you
made.
imagine if they did a Pokemon video Lego?
That's what I
game?
was hoping. That's what I thought I was going to talk about. But then I did some
They
more
will.
research and figured out.
Give it time.
that it was all like it's going to be like models of like you're going to be able to build Pokemon. So
Yeah,
it's not
kind of
gonna
like
be
the Mega
minifigs.
Blocks, but better.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
And they're probably going to be a lot more
what
expensive.
is this? 2026. My son might age out by then. He might not.
The
catch
only
it.
reason Mega Blocks aren't expensive is
Oh.
because they go on clearance. Let's be real about that.
It's true. They go on sale a lot.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some comics.
Let's talk about them.
Nah, who wants to talk about comics here?
There's some news in the comic book world this week. So,
Is there actual news?
well, I mean, our friend Corbin was excited about this one. Marvel Knights: The World to Come. Christopher Priest and Joe Quesada are returning.
That's why he loves Christopher
Marvel
Priest.
Knights and Black Panther. It's going to be a 6-issue series.
Joey
and
Q?
it launches in June. Joey Q's doing the art.
Huh.
Yep.
Interesting.
That is going to be
Definitely
awful.
interesting.
I don't know if it is, dude. Priest is a pretty cool dude, man. He's pretty cool,
Yeah,
and he's got a good.
Joey Q. He can do some. He can draw sometimes. Sometimes things.
No,
go
hey,
wrong.
Joey Q. People forget Joey Q was doing so good of a job drawing that they ended up making him the
Making him the
executive
boss.
over there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
editor in chief. EIC.
yeah. So
Yep.
I mean, I don't know, man.
I don't have much bad stuff to say about.
And I'm not
Joey.
quite sure, Meyer. I think you should go back probably and check. I don't think you can say Christopher Priest with his long historic writing career would be shitting on. I think that's.
Yeah,
Also,
if you're gonna give it to
remember when
somebody, he's definitely.
Remember,
one of
Marvel
the
Knights
good
had like
people.
a 20th anniversary or some shit not that long ago. They tried to bring it back, sort of half-assed, but
What was it like 2000?
I don't know, it was a few years.
17?
It was a few years
Yeah.
ago.
2000 AD.
It was only like I think it was like a 5-issue thing, but we'll see.
And then we have an Imperial miniseries. Miniseries called Imperial. This will be done by Jonathan
miniseries
Hickman.
called Imperial. Yeah.
Yeah, miniseries called Imperial. So this will launch in June and set up a new series of Marvel cosmic books.
I'm in for Cosmic.
Hold on,
so
Meyer, but they
tell
said they were going
Nova?
to do Marvel Knights, right? Meyer, Marvel Knights. Go back and read the original Marvel Knights. I think that's more of the just what they're going to do with it, which is fine.
Marvel Knights Black Panther was good. They had 2 series there.
I even like
Shara
the,
did the
I
Oh,
like,
art.
now when we got Shuri.
Shuri came
I
out
like
of
the
that, right?
Bishop one too that they did.
Yeah, we got the Dora Milaje, I think, out of that.
Yeah, I
era.
mean Marvel Knights.
Storm.
The original Marvel Knights had some good historical books in it, man. They really did.
Marvel Knights was really good stuff.
Now when they redid the thing, yeah.
And you also don't forget, you had Ennis doing like Punisher too back then.
You
Too.
did, yeah. You did, didn't you?
So this is just
This stuff all sounds decent. Like this, why couldn't we got this Marvel shit before?
I don't. Well, we'll see what this is Hickman. So
That's what I'm saying. We're gonna have Nova and Hickman. We're gonna have Space Hickman.
I'm a little worried. I will admit, I'm a little worried.
Series.
Hickman. It might be too too
meta,
much, and then not finished right.
Yeah. Well,
We'll
it's
never
only
get
4
it.
issues, so we'll see what happens with this.
Well, I mean, it's just to introduce stuff. So I think we're probably getting a Planet Hulk. Go back. Hold on now. I know you hate Marvel. Please, you give enough time for DC.
I hate
we were done.
He hates Marvel.
No. So we're gonna get like what are we gonna get?
X-Men.
We're gonna get like a Planet Hulk scenario. It looks like here.
Mhm.
Looks like we're gonna get a Nova Corps situation, which I'm down. I'm down with both of these situations. You know what I mean? I'm loving it. What else are we?
Well, we have a smoking Nova helmet with some
it
debris.
looks like we're losing a Nova here.
Yeah, but then we get Prince Nova in the corner there. So no, I don't think we are.
Prince Nova. You sure that's not Star-Lord?
Yes, that is the trifecta uniform.
I think one of those Novas is probably not going to make it.
Nova Prime. The guy on the right's not Nova. Isn't that Quasar?
He's not a Nova.
Like I said, it looks like a Star-Lord.
He's not a fucking Nova.
I didn't say he was Nova. I keep saying
the guy on the
Star-Lord.
left?
I'll keep saying that. Pete, you stop. You know what
Who's the guy all the way on the left? In the red.
Oh, wait, left.
That's like the red sash thing on his.
Yeah,
on his
I mean, you
groin
got me
area,
on who that
groin
guy's
area.
supposed to be. I mean, I don't know who that guy's supposed to be.
Maybe it's like Uncle Nova.
Shut up. It's not a Nova at all. That could be Star-Lord, maybe. I guess. I don't know. That could be Jason. That looks like Jason.
The one guy all the way on the right looks like Gambit in like a.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah,
doesn't have the
Zaggy.
No, I mean that one. Hey, you're right. That could be Havoc.
You're
Be.
Yeah.
You're right. It could be.
I'm with you, Zaggy.
It's not
totally
Gambit.
Look at his hair.
It's probably
Gambit.
Quasar. It could be Quasar or Havoc. You know what I mean? It could.
I tell you, Star-Lord had a get up like that at one time.
Similar, but no.
It's not a Chevy Nova, Sticks.
Shut up. Move
We didn't
along
ask where you lost your
Okay,
virginity.
Sticks
Are we
ruined
good?
it. Okay,
Are we
go.
good?
Move. Dub, shut
We
up.
good?
You ruined
All right.
it.
Want to make sure
You let
we're good.
Sticks ruin it. Get out of here.
Where
I
were
tried
you
to move on before it got to that point. and You
Somewhere in
wanted
the
me to go
Fort
back.
Galaxy.
Titan Comics is doing a Return to Skull Island miniseries.
Okay.
This will take place, continues the story from the Netflix animated series. So, it's written by Simon Furman, who you may remember from old Transformers. Marvel Transformers he wrote a lot of. And then Christopher Jones doing the art. The main cover for this will be done by In-Hyuk Lee. Although I like that logo cover.
I do too. The one way right. I was about to say that.
Yeah.
I was about to say that shit on the right's fire, bro.
That's a logo for the movie, I guess. So that's kind of cool.
We need to bring Sam Jackson's character back from the dead so he can just go hunting Kong.
How'd that work out for him?
What? Yeah, I don't think he was in the.
Yes, he deserves to die, and I hope he burns in hell. Oh wait, wrong movie.
Wrong movie.
Wrong one. All right. Let's talk about Star Trek Voyager.
Let's.
We
don't have
this now.
It's going to be a series to reveal the crew's final mission.
What's with this broad on the right? Is that a glamour shot?
No,
She's
she just
from,
came into your shop looking for a Fortnite comic for her.
Right.
It does. That is Karen or us. Is that what Star Trek's about? A bunch of Karens?
No, I don't think so.
No.
It's not like the Jersey Shore of Karens.
Maybe.
No, not at all.
She does look
she's
like
not
she
really
wants to
nice.
talk to your manager, though, Dub.
She looks like she is the manager.
No, she looks with that bob. She looks like she wants to talk to your
Yeah.
manager.
If
What,
you
a
go
manager of what,
somewhere,
at Talbot's?
yeah, if you go into the mall and you go and ask for the manager, this is probably who you're going to get.
TJ Maxx. That's what she looks like. She looks like she's in the return line at a TJ Maxx with Walmart bags ready to go.
I don't think she bought those clothes at TJ
I
Maxx.
realize these
That looks
pants.
like
That's
it's
polyester,
regular,
son.
but
It
they
is
just
polyester.
don't fit right.
What do you mean? Where do you think you buy polyester, bro? TJ Maxx.
Zaggy's not happy with you.
Who's Janeway?
That's who that is. That's
Who that
Admiral Janeway. Well, she's Captain Janeway at this point.
This
She
young.
does become
This
an
lady's not. She looks young old, bro.
It's Captain Janeway.
Zaggy. This is Zaggy's got a mama fetish because that's what this is right here. She got that young old look.
She's got like a Marcy Darcy vibe.
Where you're like, oh, she's probably about 50, but she's probably 23. She's like real life 23, but she looks like she's 50.
Remember that story in Star Wars where like there's a bunch of people on a ship and they get lost in like the wrong galaxy and they have to find their way back home?
No.
No.
You don't remember that? That show that just came out a little while ago.
Oh,
with
yeah,
the
it's
kid?
Skeleton Crew. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
How about it?
So like this was Star Trek that did that like 25 years ago. They got lost in another galaxy and had to find their way back home.
Like
But with the
ET?
kid's mom and not the
So they
kid.
But
just
with
copy ET?
with older people, yes. With older
Oh.
people, not children.
Well,
I
I mean,
understand
is
kids
she
being
older?
lost.
Is she 50 or she's just 20 looking like she's 50?
At this
can't
time, I
tell.
don't know. This is an old picture.
Yeah, I think she could be anywhere from like 28 to 52.
Yeah, she's
And I would not be
she's
surprised.
young old looking.
It's the haircut. You're right.
It is. It is.
Wait, so they're bringing this broad back?
Just for a comic series.
I mean, it's
Oh,
a
all
comic book series. You can draw.
They're
one.
gonna
an
do
IDW.
photo covers. Wait, hold on.
You use old photos. They're not gonna drag
Yeah,
her out.
like, I'm
Hey,
sorry.
check out
What
this
year? What year did this occur in?
19 something.
1970?
90,
I was gonna say
late
90s,
90s,
late
early
90s, I
2000s.
wanna say.
Yeah, I don't know.
So
around
we're doing 30-year-old photo covers.
then.
Act
IDW is
like that's
trying.
new.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. She's 70. How? So she's 60 but looks 70 now. I mean, I don't
No.
know how you can tell.
No,
the
she's
difference,
60 to 70 now. Like
Yeah,
that's where she
it's
is.
somewhere in that range.
It's basically 95. Yeah,
Not her
I mean,
age, the year.
wait, why are we doing 30-year-old photo covers? Okay, whatever. Move along.
Okay, we can move on. All right, cool.
My head just started hurting. I don't understand any of this nonsense.
Marvel is
come
relaunching
on.
Fantastic Four with a new #1 in July. This reboot will tie into One World Under Doom and the movie. You're gonna get some time travel. You're gonna get dinosaurs. You're gonna get history jumping around, something to do with the Forever Stone. And I'm not sure who did this cover, but they're doing
spoiler
their
alert! Thing's the thing on the front cover. Spoiler alert!
Oh, look at that.
I'm real close to the point where I'm drawing a line in the sand. Like, I'm not buying new #1s again. Just stick with the goddamn legacy numbering. We all know how it works. You don't
$2.99. Yeah, just turn it into different volume. This could be volume number 6.
Yep.
We don't need a new volume. That's what gets confusing.
Well, I mean, instead of saying #1, just start like every 100 is a volume. So it's almost like a omnibus.
It's just
Pete just because of how they need to break down, because they're not smart enough to figure out how to break down 8 books, how to break down 32 books, how to break down 100, right? So that's what I'm saying.
Like, all I'm saying is I have no idea what volume of Amazing Spider-Man we're on right now. I literally don't know.
Aren't we
I
on
couldn't
6?
tell you. It could be volume 7. It could be volume 14. And I would not be surprised if either answer was correct.
Right, I know, but if they uniformed them, Pete, it'd make it easier. Same thing.
It would be, but it's not uniform. And you can't now. It's too late to make it uniform.
It's too late.
It's too late.
It's too late to talk about Fantastic Four anymore because we're moving on.
Too late.
We're going to talk about the new history of the DC Universe. Mark Waid will be writing this series. Changing artists will chronicle the timeline and the canon and whatever else is happening. #1 will follow the life of Barry Allen from birth, and it will be drawn by Jerry Ordway and Todd Knock.
What
These
is
are
this?
some of the covers. The new history.
Are you
of the DC
explaining
Universe.
me the actual history, or are you going to start a whole new history? Either way, I don't want either.
Nope.
But Mark Waid.
Nope.
History. New history.
Nope.
It's new history. I think it's what's happening now. I think where this is a where are we right now kind of thing. And
Nope.
Well, it's happening.
I mean,
you don't have to like
dude,
it.
The day we give DC praise, they say they are the CBCS of comic book things. The minute we give them a little bit of credit, they're like, "Hey, look, hold my drink. I'm about to just black splash this into the middle of the fountain
this is like
in front of Treasure Island. This is
like
bullshit."
some Brian Austin Green. This is his buddy from 90210. Remember, he was trying to rock the cowboy hat, and then he was twirling the. Yeah, this is they shoot themselves in the foot. This is what they do here. Except that kid didn't.
Volume 6 of ASM, by the way. Shout out me knowing more than you.
Okay, BK.
Shout out BK.
Transformers and Void Rivals 11th printings.
For you, BK.
They're going to get sound chips. 11th printings with sound chips.
Oh, shit.
These are going to debut or be shown around San Diego, I believe, and then be released.
Wait, I thought they already had 11th printings.
Well, they're putting out. These are just pictures for representation purposes. These are not the official.
No,
pictures
regardless of what
come out.
pictures they put out, I could have sworn we just had 11th printings.
We did have 11th. Yeah, they announced 11th printings. I don't know if they came out yet. I know we talked about them.
Oh, I thought
they may be out already, but they're putting out the 11th printings with sound chips. So I don't know if it's the same.
I'm telling you, I feel like I covered them on Wednesday Watch. I was like, really? Because remember, both of them for the 10th printings did like 10 covers.
10
and it was
covers.
a whole thing. And I was like, seriously? We still need more?
Yeah, we talked about them. Why do they need 11 printings? But 11 printings are coming with the chips. So what do you think the sounds are going to be besides the transforming sound? Of course, that would make sense.
I don't know. Something spacey for Void Rivals. Like a woo woo.
I'm guessing like the Autobots roll out or transform and roll out from Optimus.
Yeah, they gotta get Peter Cullen.
Wow.
What'd you say, Pete?
I think they gotta get Peter Cullen. He's got to do the voice. So
Yeah, it'd be amazing if they did.
Barlord. Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Sounds casual.
Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Well, I did buy the Godzilla and King Kong one.
Oh, those things are
Even though
dumps.
that shit didn't work. Remember, I hit both of you. I was like, it's not working.
And so not only that, it's going to give you the 11th printing, plus they're going to charge you more for it because they put the sound technology in there.
Yeah, like a greeting card.
Yeah.
Greeting card.
And then, speaking of new printings, here are some pictures of G.I. Joe #3 and #4.
G.I. Joe.
Second printings will be out in April.
Why?
Transformers are also getting second printings of #16 and 17. And those are second printings also out on April 9th.
I mean, they're cool, but I'm boycotting.
I'm gonna buy one. I can buy one issue of that. I don't need the multiple printings of all those different things.
Well, they gave you doubles of everyone the whole way.
Well, I didn't buy those either. So I think I'm.
Matter of fact, they had 3 because they had those 2 versions. At least they lost the third option. They used to give a third option that nobody wanted.
There was Autobot, Decepticon. What was the third option?
And it would be just like a random third option where there was just characters on a cover. It was like, well, nobody wants that one now.
Assorted Crisis Events has sold out at the distributor and is getting a second printing, which will also be in stores on April 9th.
I wouldn't invest in the second printing of that.
There's a lot going on that cover.
There was a lot of things happening. There's Hayden Sherman, I think, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And that wraps up our news for the
Hey.
I mean, we're getting tighter on our shows, guys. That's it.
I gotta go to work tomorrow.
Yeah, me too. I've had a long day. Make sure you check out Brian LCS.
And I did not say anything bad about so let me put this back on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Brian LCS. His link will be in the description after the show is over. Check it out. Reach out about his book. It's called The Doctor, I believe.
Don't forget new merch drop. Merch it up. Do what you gotta.
What was our new merch? Oh yeah.
Perfect for any this. I mean, unlike the hard times, this is actually
t-shirt.
Oh yeah. I mean,
put on a sweatshirt.
I think the Goldberg is
perfect.
You can
still do the hard times if you like.
You can. I think the Goldberg's perfect for any onesies. I mean, if your baby's crying, maybe give.
No, I'm gonna make this for onesies. Don't worry.
Damn.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, people who babies cry a lot, give them a Goldberg. I think cry over that.
Fair enough.
Shout out Cliff. Hopefully he gets rid of COVID. Thank you for Brian for being on. We did get your response. A lot of people told us you love Cliff on the show. We'll see what we can do about that.
Yeah, now I'm wondering if I'm gonna get my hug and a twirl on Saturday if I go up to that King Con.
King. Yeah, well, I don't know if you want one from somebody who's got COVID.
That's what I'm worried about now.
He had COVID all this last week. It should be better by now. 5 days, right?
Hopefully by then.
Fair enough.
Then again, I'm still not 100%. I'm thinking about it. We'll see if I can make it.
Isn't it close?
It's like an hour. It's like an hour north of me.
Doesn't your buddy put on that show?
I do know a couple dudes there. My one buddy will be there.
That's cool. Do they have any guests, or is it just selling comics?
No, there's a couple, but it's not like, oh my god, like there's a couple of creators there, but it's like 4 or 5. It's not a huge thing. It's not that big of a venue. It's not like a huge, like, it's not a huge. Is that
the one at the casino?
What's that?
Is that the casino one, or is that a different one?
No. It's at a hotel. It's at a hotel up in North. I still want to say.
Is it Astro this week? Is it Astronomicon?
I don't know.
Ooh.
That I don't know.
I'm gonna go Astronomicon.
I don't know if it is. That's a good question.
Ow.
I would love to go to Astronomicon.
Get your juggalo on,
dude. Well, okay. So here's part of the
problem. Grab you by the.
They just announced Bret the Hitman Hart will be there.
So here's the thing, too.
Marco's favorite.
Oh yeah, that guy sucks.
Awesome.
Here's the. Well, I'm sorry. What?
You heard me.
He's dog. No, April 4th. So it just, oh my God. Oh, they put it in that Ann Arbor Marriott in Ypsilanti.
It's an Ipsy, yeah.
Okay, first off, that Ann Arbor Marriott, the one that's in Ipsy, used to be the bomb. They used to have like this awesome Japanese restaurant in it for a long time back in the 80s. And then it just starts to turn to dump. So that's fun.
I wasn't
number
planning on going there
2.
to eat.
Huh?
I wasn't gonna go eat there.
Yeah, I know. But number 2, it's technically in Ipsy. It's not in Ann Arbor. Number 3, shout out Gabriel's also in Ipsy. If you have a chance, stop there to eat. Number 4, the guy who puts on the show. You know, there's the 2 guys that put on the show.
Yeah.
One of them, I just keep running into in the Bush's Market, and he shops there all the time. Oh yeah. So then at the con, he's like, "Hey, what were you picking up at the store the other day?"
Bush's Market this time, and not in the bushes.
Yeah. I was about to say it. I caught myself. I'm learning. But yeah, so then they keep showing up at cons. He's like, says to his son, he's like, "Hey, remember this guy and his kid?" And it's like, "Yeah, we go there after practice." So we both do late night, like 6:30, 7 o'clock grocery. Grab everything you can, throw it into their no planning shopping. So, but nice people. They're nice people. You cannot judge juggalos by their coat, by their what they wear, or how they grab you in the nutsack. It's ching. They just spend a lot of money.
Yeah, so that's April 4th through 6th, and there's still a chance that I might go to that show. So,
Nice.
So Pete, I'm curious to see
if
you go.
Hold on, dude. They're doing this again. What? You know what they do every year? They get somebody who literally they pay somebody to show up, and all they do is smoke weed outside with their guests. Remember Dante? Dante did not go in the actual con doors at all time. Dante was getting paid $5 to stand outside and just smoke weed all day. You know what I'm talking about?
Supposed to be there.
$5 is not that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he wasn't surprised at the weed either. He was just having people come up, bring him marijuana, and smoke outside. You take a hit, $5. Great move, mind you. But Tommy Chong's going to probably be doing the same thing. Bruce, nice man.
We're not going through the whole thing while you're looking at it on your phone. We're not doing that.
Not looking at it on my phone.
Or on your iPad, whatever you're looking at.
Are you going there for art? I'm trying to wonder why Dub's going there. Is it because somebody wants to see Art the Clown?
No. But it is because somebody wants to go.
She wants to see Kevin Nash.
No.
She wants to see.
I bet you Pete would get it.
The guy who voices Rick.
Say his name, Pete.
And he appears.
That's what you want to see.
Bill Morrison?
Partner coming up.
Could be a tag team partner.
Joe Hendry.
Joe Hendry.
Who?
Joe Hendry.
Wave your
Joe Henry? You got 2 first names?
Hendry, not Henry.
Was he a country singer?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a Scottish country singer.
Scottish country
with
singer.
the TNA World Championship.
Also, Angry Grandma is going to be there, which is hilarious to me that they brought her out. That
Norman Reigns?
Yeah, the Norman Reigns.
I love me some Norman Reigns.
I would like to meet her. Angry Grandma. She's fantastic.
You don't know. It's just like, Grandma, it's 3:00 in the morning. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Me some fucking Norman Reigns.
What are you guys talking about?
This old lady watching wrestling in the middle of the night, screaming at the TV.
Wait, what?
She's a guest. She's a guest. Look for Angry Grandma on your list.
Hilarious.
I see that. It says she's a social media megastar.
She is a megastar.
She just looks like some old lady.
Well, she's a megastar.
She's got personality plus, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. She's good. Speaking of wrestling, tomorrow night.
Yeah, sure.
The boys will be on tomorrow night on the Absolute Geek podcast show. Talk on the Off the Mat podcast. I believe that comes on at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Absolute Geek podcast. The link will be in the description below. And they do a show every Thursday night, 9 o'clock. Check them out. They break down what happened in the week. They give you ideas of what they think is going to happen, and they do a character spotlight as well.
There's a lot
So-
of wrestling to cover these days.
There's
a lot
so
of
much
wrestling.
happening, and they do a really good job breaking it down. And so that's tomorrow night at 9, and then Friday night, 9:00, Hot 10 show, CBSI
Absolutely.
Hot 10. Immediately following that will be the qualified. The boys will be on. It's usually around 9:30, give or take a few minutes. But check them out on Friday, Saturday, SNS, where you never know what's going to happen.
And
Sam,
I will have
go
dollar
ahead.
bin digging on Saturday.
And dollar bin digging. That's right.
It's usually
Dollar bin
Thursday,
digging.
but like I said, I got to work tomorrow. I don't have time to prep and do a show for you guys tomorrow night, so it's got to go Saturday like last week. But it seemed to work. You guys seem to watch it, so
Brett the Hitman Hart, $100 for a seat. Get the fuck out of here.
will you stop browsing the Astronomicon costs?
Get the fuck out of here. Hey, you know what I'll give him for a cig?
I got my autograph for free, so I'm good.
These nuts, dude. Get out of here with that.
And then Sunday night, speaking of D's nuts, you'll be able to watch this Star Wars show, Tales from the Dark Side, at 9:15 right here.
Most
on
quality
Rennavision.
product on Rennavision.
Space nuts.
Space nuts, yes. Wayseeker was back last week.
He's suspended. He's done.
He
Outta here.
does so good for like a week and then he's gone. Like, he's on there,
Outta
he gets
here.
in trouble for
No,
trolling,
he
gets in
starts
trouble.
off and he sits there and it's all right, and then he does the thing, and he's out. He's done. He's out.
So Wayseeker is suspended once again on the Star Wars show, and then
Yes, Ryan, the dude from Grandma Boy, Dante. Yes.
Monday, the Wednesday watch list, my favorite show on Rennavision. The Wednesday watch list will be on sometime in the evening on Monday, whenever Pete gets it done, and then
Yeah,
you'll
I
be
might-
able to
Anywhere from 8 to 10.
check it
It's in
out.
that.
You get the poll list, you get the favorites, you get the still hanging on, you get the things that just got to cut it off. You get
Well,
all
can I ask
kinds
you a
of
question?
stuff. Pete gives you recommendations, and then Marco has a question.
How fast can I get that Goldberg shirt of the merch we just dropped?
I don't know, man.
Can I get it before April 4th? Because I might actually pay $100 to have that shirt
Yeah,
on
April 4th, you should get
and
it
get it
before
signed by
April
Brett the
Get it in
Hitman
a few
Hart.
days.
Yeah, if you order today, you'll get it before April 4th.
I might just take that to astronomical.
about a week. I want to say it's
I'll
like
pay
a
the
week.
$100. That's the only way I pay $100 for Brett the Hitman Hart is if I get that shirt. Please put it up.
Well,
this
you want
shirt.
the Goldberg shirt, and you
Yeah,
want
the
to get
Goldberg shirt.
you want to get this.
Yeah. Perfect
It's
opportunity to
plenty
get
of area
signed
for him
by,
to sign.
by the worst Canadian wrestler of all time, Brett the Hitman Hart.
Who would you get this one signed by?
Hulk Hogan. That or Stephanie McMahon, one of the two. I'm not sure which one.
Stay away from my wife, brother.
Shut out Triple H.
Nope.
What? Wait, what?
Nope.
Nope.
And all of that brings us all back to coming that next week here, 9:15 on Wednesday night, right here on Rennavision, with the totally awesome, coolest show ever.
Oh, it is.
I don't know what we're talking about next week, but usually we talk about good stuff.
Cool stuff.
I like this video game thing that we're doing. I'm a huge fan of these books.
We got still got plenty of games we did not cover.
We did.
JJ gave us plenty of suggestions. We didn't get to all.
We got more too. There's a lot that I was gonna put in there, but like eventually it became like a 3-hour long thing, and I'm just.
I know. We had to make some cuts. That's fine.
Cuts.
But I'm
Right.
glad we did this 2.5 hours.
Yeah, in and out.
With that,
What show am I watching right now? You do not have the name of the show in the thumbnail, not in the title, not. In...
Oh, dang it.
Oh, I can't put tag.
Hey,
we
Cliff,
never
Cliff,
put
Cliff,
totally awesome show.
Cliff, we're legends. If you don't know that by now, like
Yeah,
we don't have to tell you.
We don't put show titles. We can't.
Yeah,
fix that.
this is the totally coolest, awesome show ever, man. Like we just cannot be contained to things like
This
that.
is episode 198.
Yeah. Hey, Cliff, how about timestamps for the greatest episode ever of your show last week, Friday, 8:00. Go watch it on Cliff's on Comics. It was so good he got sick from it. That's how good it was. He caught the COVID from the show. You can't get better than that.
It was so good he got sick from it.
Yeah, can I get a timestamp, brother? dude.
No.
This dude's not. Hey, okay, that's cool. But the only advice I got for you, Cliff, is
Bitch, just play along.
all right. That's it. That's all I got. Name my show. The name of the show. What are you talking? Name the show. The name of the
You know
show
what
is
show this
Attack.
is.
Yeah. What is this guy doing?
Everybody
What do you
knows
mean?
what show this is. It's
Yeah,
right
it's Attack
there.
show right there, my
Right
friend. It is Attack. All right. There it is. There it is, man. I mean, what do you want us to do? We've got too much information to give the people here, Cliff. Cliff, send that. Somebody please send him a link because I'm about to cuss him out at this point. Here, look. Coming up in here, trolling us in our chat. You bet.
All
You
right.
better watch out.
Just to cheer up Marco before we sign off, I'm going to play this.
Roy Kent. Hey, soccer starting a week early this year. Starting it next week, Tuesday. Not like we ever stopped it, but here we go. The boys, they're ready. We got a new entry into the group. He's promised to be. He knows nothing about soccer, but he's an athlete. And I said, I'll make that work. So we're gonna try to change our name. We're looking for sponsorships. We might just change ourselves to the Demons because those boys are all demons. They are just a bunch of demons. We'll have updates. We'll actually be keeping a score this year and going for records. We should be pretty good.
A new innovation in the soccer world.
What's that?
You're actually going to keep score. And
Well, okay. So I'm not just teaching kids how to play soccer. I'm developing young men here. So there's a certain way to do that. Okay. And in my way is like this.
Pete. The time is so good.
What's that?
Good. The time was so good. We did our outro. Thank you all for hanging out. It's been a great show.
Wait, hold on. He said send that link. Send that link to Cliff right now. Somebody send him that link. You send him. We're not leaving now.
I'm leaving.
He's gonna get some of that
I
smoke.
go to work.
He's getting all the smoke. Send him the link. Where's
Cliff
the
isn't
link?
feeling good. We want Cliff at 100%.
All right. Well, we'll send him a link for next
We
week.
want time to dance right now.
Do we have guests next week?
No, we got a week. We do have one on.
I'm sending the damn
No,
link.
we got 2 weeks. We got 2 weeks
Hold on.
open if we wanted guests.
Hold on. Where's the link to this show? I'm sending this link right now. I don't even believe he's sick. How do you send
You
the
don't
link?
believe he's sick.
I don't believe he's sick. I don't believe anything this guy says.
Go one-on-one with Cliff right now. Are you
You might.
challenging Cliff?
I think Cliff should be I think Cliff might be a fixture on this channel sooner than later. I'll be honest with you.
Dance off, bro. Me and you.
I mean, you got to give the people what they want. You got to give it to them. He's yelling in the chat, mind you. How old is this dude? Like, what are you, grandpa ages, son? Like, you can't be yelling in our chat.
He's my age.
No, he's
Wait,
yeah.
why
he's younger
is
than
he
me.
We've established.
Oh, he did. He's coming for the smoke. You want the smoke, Cliff?
Bitch,
Hey.
I'm too old this. I'm older than you, motherfucker.
Fix the camera. Don't come here.
Branding.
Fix the camera. Don't come in here with that bullshit camera.
Branding.
There you go. You finally got it. You
Here.
finally got it.
RV. Oh no.
Don't
Oh, I
come-
can't believe it.
Don't
Oh, my
come in here.
goodness.
Hey, listen.
The other day, you straight up told me you didn't know how people, there's dudes that you like that you know out there who don't know what tack is. And now tonight, I completely understand. I've been on this show and I didn't know this show is tack. That's what
This
I'm
show,
saying.
it's the greatest show you've ever been on.
Leave the
The
tack up.
greatest, coolest show of all time.
No one gives a shit if they can't name it. I'm only watching because I have the notifications on, you know? But
Oh, that's a good
I
idea.
don't
Put
know that
notifications
this
on.
is tech. Yo, did you just add a mustache to your mustache?
He's
I
hiding.
did add a mustache. in my mustache.
He's hiding.
Good Lord.
He
Oh,
said
but
some
the-
stuff tonight. He said some stuff. He's undercover, man.
I'm
There-
still worried about being attacked for talking shit on Saw.
Dub's wife is like, she will come for you. She one time jumped off
She's
a
buff.
like thing and elbowed me from like 50 feet in the air and just crippled me.
I know you well enough that you deserved it. You
I
know?
do not. I don't deserve any of this abuse.
No, that's
Absolutely
not true. You deserve the physical abuse. Like you don't deserve the internet abuse. But like, But like,
Who abuses me on the internet? What is this nonsense?
you know? Oh, okay. Maybe no one abuses you on the internet. Maybe I just
Look,
made all that. Shit
Hey,
up
hey,
on
hey, let me
Friday
ask you a question.
night.
Hey, let me ask you a question, Cliff. We got some new merch out. Show them the merch.
Which one do you want?
The first one, Goldberg merch, Mach merch, whatever you want to do.
Mach
What do you think of
merch.
this? What do you think of this? This is our new merch, our new shirt.
Really?
Hey, one of our fans spent a very long time designing this shirt. Goldberg is the world's greatest
Then-
wrestler.
We've also got Macho Man.
Cliff,
I've got
our
a
merch
slew
sells.
more.
Our
Okay.
merch
So for
sells.
those
son.
of you who have not been having hot sweats and cold sweats for the last 5 freaking days,
What are you going to menopause? I don't want to hear about this.
Let me tell you something about how little shits I give about petty humor. Okay, I just see petty humor, and I have no time for that bullshit. Okay, I was straight up real with you. You made a genuine comment the other day about people not like knowing the show, whatever, and then tonight I realized if this is tack, I had no idea it was tack.
You just
know?
have to know a great look. The point of naming it tack is so that people don't know. It's the bit, Cliff. It's the bit.
We've been doing.
Bitch, just play along.
I just muted him. I
I
played
can't
his
hear-
own clip
I
on
can't
him.
hear you, Cliff.
Dude, I fucked up the multiverse. I played his own clip and it fucked up his real audio.
Oh no.
Yeah.
There it
Now
goes.
there you're back.
Here we are.
Cliff,
Anyway,
this is
I'll play along with multiverse Cliff.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm just look at freaking bring on the pussy, Jesus.
What?
I'm just saying, man. Like you know, it could work against you. I don't know.
how great was that show though?
We
I mean,
haven't
like how
had
great
it
was
in
that Friday
about
show?
200
How great was that Friday show? I had a hell of a lot of fun.
No,
I-
it was a wonderful time, and I had a completely new viewer, like out from outside the realms of our YouTube universe. Who
Excellent.
was like, wow, this was a great show. And I was like, thank you, you beautiful, innocent soul.
I was like, don't come over to tech because it's a fucking different world. This is where it all goes down
What are you
here.
talking
This is where we
about?
go.
We were
Huh?
fine. We had Brian.
I know, but
earlier.
we're on this thing. We're on this thing right here where we're bringing it in, right? But like that, this can't last. We've done this before. We understand where we're headed. It is going to come to a rising soon, and probably when I get back from Japan. But I'm just saying this will happen because this happens almost every single
Coming
year.
back as
So,
a samurai.
God, Marco, you are so good at this. Like I almost pictured Hulk Hogan, young Hulk Hogan, while you were just talking shit. Like it was really good, really good.
yeah, good.
You know?
Yeah, no, I mean, look.
And like, although like the rest of you doesn't match up, like you got the biceps to flex. So good on you.
Thank you.
That was 24-inch pythons, brother.
Appreciate it.
He's
Appreciate it. I put a
he's
lot of
like,
work
my
into that.
workout is shit, but these guns are
No, that's all I
red."
do. All I do is lift. I don't do anything else. I do zero card. I literally just walk around. At points, I just take weights and tie them literally onto my arms so that everything I'm doing on the day got extra weights on it. You know, like people walk around with like ankle weights. Not me. I just strap arms and I just measure them out,
He's
dude.
like, I have
get 'em
wrist
going.
weights.
All I do is pick the shit up. I put the shit down. Oh yeah, I try to
I
do it
wanna
all.
listen. I got my weights set up in my bedroom just so I can like get ready for Heroes Con because I gotta be ready to carry comic books when I get there.
Oh, heroes.
Yeah.
When
Well,
is
I'm
that?
not saying no joke.
Heroes.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm going to
I-
meet people, you know, and if anything nice happens outside of that, wonderful. But at
Well,
this
I
point-
thought it was on Father's Day, so I wasn't planning on going.
It
Spoiler
was on
alert.
Father's Day last year. That was
Yeah,
the
it was on
problem.
it the year before too. Spoiler alert, not on Father's Day. But Cliff, this is where we need a commitment. You got to come to Baltimore, son. It's where it goes down.
Oh hell no! Like, listen, you missed your window of opportunity with me. Okay, I love Baltimore. I haven't been in a few years. I can really only do like one out of area show and like one local show. Like,
We'll
that's
take
what
care of
counts.
you, dude. No. You got to cut. You don't know the stuff that goes down. You got to go to Rat Street. We get down.
Did you go?
That
Did
sounds
you
fun.
go to the? Did you go to the Greek place? No, it's not Greek. Anyhow, did you go to the place with like the weird pizza and like the lady who does belly dancing?
No,
No.
but we used to go to the place
Go over
where
the
the
soup of the day?
triad was. We were at the place where the triad was for many years, and then all of a sudden Yeah.
It was gone.
Yeah, I mean that happened. Like if you're going to go to places like that, that's what you got to be bound that's going to happen.
Still like our taco spot.
At
There was this restaurant. It hasn't been there for like 4 years. I think his name was. I mean, I'm serious. Like I think his name was. They called it Mr. Chan's, but it was like this guy and his wife. There's two floors, and the guy and the wife.
Place?
Huh?
Was it a sushi place?
No. They serve like Mandarin and stuff like that. Like it. They serve sushi. No.
Yeah, there was a wonderful Asian fusion restaurant, and it is diagonal to the stadium. You know, because the last time I was there.
Oh no, this is farther. I'm talking in the not so nice, like you get shot in the ass streets.
Literally every other street.
No, there's like some decent streets there.
No, there isn't.
There's some like heroin addicts just rolling around, but you can find those in Arizona.
Right there. We were right there with the stadium, with people coming out of the game and everything, and still some vagrants attacked my friend's pregnant wife while we were leaving. And I saw this gentle human being. I saw him turn into Batman. It was wild. It was great, you know? And
I'll tell you this, I need to clean up the city because it's been a couple of years since I've almost been shot. So like,
yeah. I hope
shout out
they're
that.
cleaning it up. Like, good Lord, do they still have the light rail?
Well, they got the bikes now. You can just
I
take a
just
bike.
walk the streets. Hey, Cliff, this is what I do. I walk the streets. I have no problem.
I've never actually got on the light rail. I'm just saying you can't miss it because it exists because it's there. You know, but unless it's no longer there. Okay. Anyhow,
we've had to Uber a couple of times because we've had to go to some weird ass.
We gotta go some weird ass
bourbon bars to go.
Yeah, we go to some weird ass places.
And why are you going to some weird ass bourbon bars?
Because that's where Dinesh was. We had to go
find where he
decided to have his part.
People.
There's this guy that owns a comic book like publishing thing. His name's Dinesh. We hang out with him and we go to bourbon bars and stuff. I don't know. He's an alright dude. Yeah. I send him license plate stuff all the time. He laughs at him.
This is the divide here, right? Like if I'm looking at some after hours shit and it's this dude Ganesh, which sounds interesting.
He used to own Valiant. Hold on, Cliff Solana. The guy who used to own Valiant Comics, who now owns
Bad Idea now.
He owns Bad Idea. That's who we're talking about. We're not talking about just some random guy named Gun Nash. We're talking about
don't care. Point is, it's like me and the Eastern Buddha God versus I could have dinner with Walt and Louise Simonson. I'm gonna go with the Walt and Louise Simonson crowd. You know?
we also fuck around with Frank Miller all the time too while we're down there.
Yeah. Well,
so
okay, again, I have standards of quality, so you could see what we're really going to.
Yeah, you hang out by the stadium. We hang out in the gutter. There is definitely a difference.
Oh no, the belly dancing club was the gutter, and it was really funny because we were having dinner with the creator of Mouse Guard and his wife.
Oh,
and it was
Mouse Guard. Cool. Here it is. Hey, I was here. Here's the invitation I gave you.
These guys.
Right, because someone who started out freaking selling antiques and turned his comic book into an entirely self-sufficient means of funding his entire life. We should shit on that, right?
No, I'm saying I go to Baltimore for debauchery. Nope.
I don't know what's going on. Go have your goddamn debauchery and put a fucking name on the show. That's it. That's why I'm here.
It's right there, dude.
No, only because I'm here.
I know. I just put it on.
I've been here. You know,
Stick says he's Mouse Guard guy's his neighbor, by the way.
Okay, the show, it's like a speakeasy. It doesn't have a sign outside. You just got to find it.
You got to know where it is, bro.
I'm not that interested in that shit. I'm not young anymore. I'm in my goddamn 40s. I got 9 nieces and nephews. I want to see some more weddings. I mean, like, I'd like to fall in love again. You know, I'm at that.
You might in Baltimore.
With what?
We were at a bar one time. There's a lot of people that were in love with us. We were standing on the bar making drinks and shit.
So y'all lived out some wild heterosexist coyote ugly fantasy. Okay.
I don't know if there was. No, there's that one bar we were last time. There was not a heterosexual in that bar, except for us.
So
Me
were
and
you
Pete-
with Ganesh? Is Ganesh low key? We're not
For
gonna
his name is Nash, not Ganesh. Get it right. Remember T? He wanted in that, but no, we don't just hang out with that dude. We hang out with a bunch of people down there. We hang out with all
right,
types
but
of
people.
they all
Paul
sound
Dunn.
like a Ganesh of some sort.
And sometimes it just ends up everybody else decides to pack it in, and then somehow I get stuck hanging out with.
Yeah, I need people to hang out.
in the middle of the night.
He's just like, everybody's leaving. And I'm like, well, I know this place. He's like,
All I'm thinking is y'all are hanging out with the god of removal of obstacles. That's
No,
amazing.
we're hanging out in the bars where like all the service workers for the
Yeah,
other
all the service
restaurants,
workers,
this is
yeah.
where they hang out. This
yeah,
is
we
their
hang out.
bar.
We just hang out in industry bars.
Where the
Waiters and
non-player
waitresses from
characters-
all the restaurants
non-player
around, they
characters
come to this place.
go to retreat and breathe.
Yes,
Yeah.
we hang out with those people.
We
It's
hang out
fun.
there.
It's fun. It's really fun. Yeah, it gets rowdy. Don't. Yeah.
I mean, we're right next. There's like hardcore metal coming out of a pasta place right next door.
It's an Italian restaurant that just
An Italian
blares
restaurant with
hardcore
death
metal.
just blasts.
Yeah, you're like, oh shit. Okay. Yeah.
It's like,
It's
guys,
fun.
it's 3:00 in the morning. What are you doing?
I'm living my best life. I'm getting a full night's sleep. I'm gonna.
Hey, you can ask Sticks. I'm literally up at 7 the next morning having breakfast. 3 blocks away.
You can ask Sticks because every year I'm supposed to go to that breakfast. And I'm like, I don't get up.
Oh
for
yeah,
it.
man. I host all
I'm
types
sorry.
of stuff.
Trish and Tony.
Okay,
I don't know.
So adrenaline addict, tired
The
pussy,
awesome Cliff Show.
double
Yep.
low. What about you?
I haven't been to Baltimore since the early 2000s.
He's scared. He's scared.
I haven't been since the early 2000s, the late aughts. I think that's what the kids are calling it, the aughts.
Aughts.
Zero.
It's actually a really good show. It's a really good show to go to, though. It really is. It's
No, it is a great show. It's I still recommend it to people. It's one of the remaining comic book shows, right? You know,
It's a legacy
we've got
show. Yeah.
Baltimore, we've got Heroes, we've got Terrificon. Those
Hero.
shows-
Okay, hold on though. Heroes is on the up and coming. You know what I mean? Like
Well,
Terrificon is.
Oh my God, Marco, your filthy goddamn mouth. Okay, Heroes has been around for ages. On the
No.
up-
Hold on. No, Cliff. We're not going to start rewriting history and act like 5 years ago you couldn't pre-pandemic you couldn't run a bowling ball down Heroes Con because you could. So let's stop.
Maybe you could, but don't act like they haven't been there. Like,
That's
they've
not.
been
They
there.
hold on, Cliff. There's different tiers
I've
to
been
these things. You've got the Emerald Cities. You got San Diego.
You
in
know
New
what?
York. You got San Diego, New York. Then you got yourself.
bougie ass mentality right there. Keep on going. Come on.
Then you've got yourself. Emerald and C2E2.
Right, but let's be fair.
Then you've
Emerald
got
and
yourself.
C2 do
Hold on.
Emerald and C2E2 look like comic book shows anymore?
Well, I mean, I don't go to those.
No,
Well,
they
no, a
don't.
lot of
Talk
comic
about
book shows.
real comic book shows. And Heroes has always been a real comic book show, even before the pandemic. And everybody woke their ass up remembering how they loved comics when they were young and all that shit. So for people like me, okay, who my ass loved comics all the time, they've been there. So I'm giving them their credit and their due respect.
Dub
because
just
they
fell
deserve
asleep.
it.
Dub just
They
fell
were
asleep on your
there,
speech.
and
No,
they did the work.
I just have a question. Did you say koozie ass? What was the words that you said earlier, Cliff?
Clip it.
Which ass?
What did you
251.
what did you call
251.30, clip it.
him? What did you call him earlier?
Bougie.
What?
Bougie.
Bougie ass. Bougie. Going
I
no,
missed the
double
whole.
low. Come on.
Yeah. I didn't hear it. I'm sorry.
Bougie.
Yes,
And
bougie.
yeah,
That
I
makes
have
sense.
no
That
room
makes much
for
more sense.
bougie in the comic book fucking industry. I mean, like, good Lord.
Hey, let's just pump the brakes, Mister. I'm broke, so I'm gonna call everybody bougie. All right, just because some of us decided to go a different path.
I make an honest living, okay, and I'm not some superstar.
Whoa!
real
Look!
estate agent or a
Bruh!
lawyer,
Whoa!
you
Shots
know,
fired!
or
Oh,
some other
here we
bullshit,
go.
You know,
Here-
Coke and hookers.
Yeah, just
or
because
like a doctor, you know, with his mistresses and hookers and shit, whatever, you know. Like, I'm just saying, like, I'm out here, I'm just trying to have a good time. And people get lost in this shit. And then what do you end up with? You
all
end up
I'm
with
talking
shows-
about is having a good time.
you end up at these Comic Cons with the entire cast of Charm. Nothing wrong with Charm. Shout out to Charm. But the entire cast of Charm, the
What's he
entire
talking about?
1/3 of the
I
That's
see
the
they
cast
pause
of
him.
the
I don't
first
even know what he's
Scream
talking about.
film. And then 6 rows of people selling a Comic-Con exclusive, and then maybe somebody's got some comics, you know?
You forgot about all the anime voice actors, sir.
Oh, I wasn't naming that kind of show, but you are correct. Now you're talking about New York Comic Con practically. The only thing that New York Comic Con has got going on is that Artist Alley is top notch at New York Comic Con.
No,
Right.
too many
So
people.
from now on, we know what Cliff wants. All Cliff wants are comic book shows in nice halls that've got 20 vendors selling dollar books. And if that's not it, it doesn't count as a Comic Con anymore. And
Wow, Marco, way to twist my fucking
and
words.
Cliff is going to call
Hey,
you
that's
bougie.
fucking
And
power.
Cliff's going to call you
Weekend.
bougie.
You know? No, I am gonna call you bougie because you went to like the top tier Comic Con.
No.
No.
That's
no,
King
I,
Kong. That's
I
what
don't
we're
go to
doing.
those. Cliff, pump the brakes. First off, I don't go to them. I'm telling you what it is.
Well, then how do you know they're actually top tier?
Oh, no, I went there before. I just don't go to them anymore because too many people. I don't like
it's
people
too
that
many
much.
people. And what happens when it's too many people? It's all shit. Okay, I don't need too many people.
Swords. They buy swords.
All right. And I want nice books. I saved my money.
You know what happens, Cliff? You know what happens, Cliff? You want to know what happens? They ask to see a book on your wall. You take it off your wall. They take a picture with it, and then they post it on the internet.
You know what? That's dumb shit. Because you know what really happens? Really happens with these gangsters out there. They take the book off your wall, and then they fucking run through the crowd with it, and then you're on freaking Instagram being like, "Yo, here's pictures of these fucking thieves. Check them out. It's a husband and wife. Go find them."
You don't know the history, do you?
That doesn't happen in
that doesn't happen out here, son. We put the boots to them. We put the boots to them. They don't get outside. We have proof. Hold on. That don't happen with us, son. We put the boots on them. You can come. You can come here, but you may not leave.
My point is, okay, let's how about this? I don't care if it happens to you or not. Don't pretend it doesn't happen, all right? Because it does fucking happen.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Oh, yeah, just not to us.
Oh, not to us. Okay. There's always going to come a day. All right. Remember.
Doesn't happen up in 8 Mile.
Remember what Denzel Washington told Will Smith after that dumbass slap. He said, as soon as you're at the top, the devil will come for you. All right. And that motherfucker got that advice a little too late. So don't ever get too bougie and too full of yourself, Hulk Hogan Marco, because that is what's going to happen. All right. Stay fucking remotely humble. Look at that shit. Brother. Look at that shit. The Jesus in me wants to slap your face so hard right now.
Let me tell you something real quickly, brother. They tried before, they'll try again. But I am the cream of the crop, and it always rises to the tops. We don't worry about that now, do we, Dub?
Petty bullshit. Petty.
Oh, my middle name, sir. Make sure you put a capital P on that. Make sure you put a capital P on that. I'll live that.
Petty Baba Yaga?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, on that note, as a half hour ago, we
capital P. Hi, Pete.
I don't know what
Remember the Titans. Remember the Titans.
Well, that's it tonight for the tax show, everyone. Thank you for joining us.
Really quick, Cliff. When are you going to be on next?
On what?
Give us a plug real quick.
On your channel?
Give us your show, whatever.
I'll be on Comics and Cocktails with Cliff, episode 9, this Friday night at 8 with Joel the Geek, and we're going to have a Rachel Summers Phoenix-inspired cocktail.
I like Rachel Summers. I might turn. What day is that?
Friday night.
Friday at 8.
Is this your new time? I told you it's a terrible time. Why would you still do it? Why do you keep doing shows at 8?
You can watch it later too, right? You don't have to watch it right then and there. You can always watch it.
I'll probably forget about it by then. Well, if I turn on the
anyway,
dude, you forgot about our show the same day of.
The one you were on.
Oh shit, that's tonight.
That's the point.
You
haven't made a lot of points tonight. You haven't made a lot of points tonight, but that is a point. I did forget about the show I was supposed to.
I haven't made a lot of points tonight. Point number 1. Branding.
Number two, I'd like to say shout out CGC, because all the slabs that I brought on Cliff's show, if you watch it, at one point collapse behind me and slam onto the ground. Not one comic book damage. That's how $100,000 gets saved.
You know what? God bless, because I had someone on a show once, and 5 of his slabs like leaned over and fell down, and every one of them was cracked. It was devastating.
Was it CBCS? Probably CBCS.
No, they were all CBC. CGC, sorry.
I'm about to
Well,
tell you about that.
You can find Cliff's link and the link to the rest of the shows in the description down below. Check out Brian
Please.
LCS. Check out Cliff on Friday, 8 o'clock. And then the Hot 10 show Friday night as well at 9 o'clock. Thank you all for hanging out. It's been
Glad you
amazing.
feel better, Cliff.
Thanks for coming in and setting Marco straight.
Oh,
You're
please,
amazing.
Please.
Thank you all for hanging out. See you guys next week. Have a
See
good
you
night.
next week,
All right.
guys.